What's good, Lone? Lone is the fastest man in the West. Oh, this kind of makes sense. The West, we're in the West. Yes. Oh, my legs. What up, Lone? How are you, my boy? Ooh wee. I don't know what the fuck we doing. What's good, Bolty as well? Bolty is also fast as hell. Ladies and gentlemen, I have spent the whole morning troubleshooting Skyrim mods, but dude, have I found some dope as hell Skyrim mods, more or less companions. Awesome companion mods that look fantastic, dude. They look so cool. There's like a weird one that like a white-haired girl who is like a weird person. There's also like a katana lady. I can't wait to play that next week, although it was kind of a motherfucker to get it all set up, to be fair. But we should be gaming. And also, it runs so well without running like so many mods. Like I'm playing it normally, and I'm like, oh wow, this is how it actually is supposed to be. That's insane, you know. But Lone says, what's good? We got Boldy saying, yo, what's good, guys? How's your week been or day been? I guess we've been talking to all the other things like the whole time, but still, that doesn't really count because like I'm trying to manage playing a video game and doing the same thing at the same time. Or playing some. Also, we probably will play a little bit of Wuthering Waves, but I'll probably wait to do that until like at the end of the stream, just because I feel like some people don't always engage with it well. So we can move on to that after when people can like be like, all right, I got the brunt of the stream, and now it's just me, because apparently in the Wuthering Waves story, there is we get access to the briefcase girl just by playing the story. So I wanna grind up that story and play it. Also today in the background is going to be that's actually not what I wanted. Well, it's 20 free games coming in 2025. I know I wanted just to find like a bunch of new games coming in January, just so we could see what the horizon looks like. There it is. That's it. Good play. Good stuff. Back to this. Oh, loop. What the fuck is this? What is this? Oh, it's this. Oh no. Is this one of those things? We're fine. We're fine. No, it's not fine. I find it awkward when we're vibing, we're talking, and then there's just a guy's face that pops up behind me. And I'm like, oh, what? Oh, okay. I don't know what that, damn it. No, it's a bunch of guys behind me are going to be like talking about stuff. Is this it? 25 new Xbox Game Pass in 2025. This might be it.
Lone Syndicate said, Grin, I finished my Miyabi art and not show off, but I think it came out great.
Ooh, let's give it a looky. Boom. And boom. And art tab probably, or is it the Share Your Grin tab? Probably art tab. There it is. Wait, is it not here? Or is it the Share Your Grin? Who put something in the Share Your Grin tab? This is Fluff. Oh, right, Fluff said to show this off. This must be what Fluff, what do you call it, was trying to show me yesterday that I forgot to pull up. It's an owl bear. I love this little guy. That looks fucking beautiful. Like, really well made. Then we got an owl bear. That owl bear's thigh meat is wild, all right? Just jacked ass legs. Is it not here, Lone? Have you not put it up yet? Well, goddamn. Dude, that's another thing we could play. We can get back into Wayfair. There it is. There it is. Ooh, look hella good, Lone. Damn. Yeah, I don't think my beat is that stacked in the game. But yeah. Also, the legs look crazy. The ears look fantastical. What do you call it? The eyes. What do you call it? Yeah, the eyes look right. I'm about to say where it kind of starts to look like the ratios, because the Hadada is so big that the waist looks kind of hard to see, and then the legs. But I think it's perspective, right? So it's like the legs would be bigger than everything else. Oh, it's hard, but it looks damn good, Lone. I'm gonna give it.
McFlufferkin said, looks like Venom, Cap, Wolverine, Storm, and Cloak and Dagger are slated to receive buffs, with Gila and Hawkeye to get some form of nerfs for season 1.
Tell me. Oh, please tell me. This is the thing I'm like. I'm so excited for. I'm so excited for this part. Please hit me. What do you mean? What do you mean, Fluff? Elaborate. Do you have any information? Venom getting a buff, fucking awesome. Venom is already like a really cool designed character, so if they just make him do better things, awesome. Fucking awesome. The only thing I think Venom is missing is a way to like recover health. Like Thor is so good at sustain. Or either that or Venom needs a way to like, he needs 2 grapple hooks, I think would help him out a lot. But that's awesome. Cap, yes! Fucking let's go! Cap is the character I like playing the most, but it's like very apparent when you're playing him that's like, I'm so curious what their buffs are going to be. Storm, let's go! Also Storm. Again, it's not that these characters were bad. It's just these characters had like so much potential that I want to play these characters, and I like their kit, but I just don't want, it's like, it's not sharp enough, essentially. It's not that they're not great, though. Ahmed, what's good, baby? You also say Cloak and Dagger. Okay, Cloak and Dagger I thought was really good, especially for high-level team play, but the same could be said for Storm, kinda. Nah, I call bullshit. Storm's like, her wind blades, I think, could have been doing a little bit more damage. Either that or having less damage fall off, stuff like that. I'm super curious to see what they're going to do for Cap, though, because Cap is, like, yeah. Cap already has like a really fun and engaging kit, so whatever they do, I feel like they might just increase his cooldowns, or like I think I have such a bad memory. Like I have a very powerful thought that I'm thinking about for 2 days, and then I say it, and then I just completely throw it away because I've said it. I need to move on to find out other things to say. And yeah, man, I can't remember what I was about to say, but I said something about when we were playing Captain America, like these 2 buffs that I thought he would happen. That's what it was. I wish you could get your throw your shields by blocking damage. So there was an incentive to actually block damage and like get in front of your teammates and actually absorb damage, rather than just getting 2 punches and then being able to huck your shield. I think that would be, because Cap is just so utterly fucking useless unless he's able to completely dive on enemies, and he just gets melted really fast. So you can dive on an enemy, but then everyone focuses you just put up your shield. Whereas a person like Thor can just keep like getting chunks of his of shield, so you can get more sustain. And if you have a healer to boot, you're fucking cooking. And also you're able to knock shit's head off with a hammer. You know what I mean, with Thor. Dude, that guys. Well, I'll get to that in a little bit, but you got any details, Fluff? We don't know the exact details yet, but we just know who they're looking at. Oh, and are they going to nerf? Oh, they're going to nerf some characters. I don't know anybody who is not like... I did enjoy the thing that Fluff told us a couple weeks back, where he was like, they're trying to not nerf anything. Like, they're trying not to nerf things, just bring things up to power level, and I love that. But I think everybody, like the fact that like it is a universal ban on 2 characters, which is Hawkeye and Gila, is probably a good rule of thumb of like, yeah. Like, and it's not even like, there's some characters like Zebra who like are so good at playing Hulk, and they're like a one trick that just like understands the nuance of this character no matter what, kind of thing, and they'll just get auto banned because they'll see their username and the person and just say that's no bueno. But it didn't matter who you seen in the other team when it came to Hawkeye and Gila. People were like, nope, get out of here. I don't care who plays it. It's bad. It's bad regardless. But what do you call it? I'm so hyped for Cap and Venom. Venom was the one I don't even have the like desire to play Venom.
McFlufferkin said they'll be doing a Season 1 trailer in 2 days, followed by a Mr. Fantastic and Invisible Woman preview, followed by other new characters to be revealed on the 7th.
Ooh!
Season 1 on the 10th.
Okay, so the first thing is coming when? Preview in 2 days. Gotcha. Followed by a new character over the 7th day of Season 1. Yeah, so they're going to trickle out for us. That's awesome. So it's going to be Mr. Fantastic first, then Invisible Woman. That makes sense, because I feel like they don't want to... Everyone wants to see, like, Johnny Blaze, or whatever the hell his name is, the Torch, the Human Torch. Everyone wants to see that. And also the Thing. I think people really fuck with tanks in that game. How do I put it? I think people like DPSs, but I think the people who love tanks really love tanks. But what was I going to say? I was going to say... I don't know. It was something about, Venom. Venom is such a cool, like, design character, and I kind of would like to play him, but I really like watching people play him at a high level, because you just need... Venom requires, like, so much fucking hyper brain. It's insane, because, like, unlike... I don't know, like a Cap or whatever, or like a Revolver, Winter Soldier, you just need to get, like, hits, and you're good. You know what I mean? Like it's almost like there's an interval of your accuracy of, like, be accurate, take a break. Be accurate, take a break. For Venom, not only do you need to be, like, pinpoint accurate all the time but you're also like right in front of enemies, so they're like dodging and moving around you. And then also you need to like leap into the air, touch the wall, smash back down, and then just...
McFlufferkin said someone sadly, looks like Blade is another duelist, was hoping for a second Vanguard in Season 1.
Oh, and like another a tank? Yeah. That's one thing I heard. I seen in the preview of a YouTube short that I seen for the Marvel Rivals talking about this news. And everyone was saying, wait, are we only getting 2 strategists? Like 2 supports, basically, which is going to be the Invisible Woman and, what's her name? And then Ultron. And then we're just going to be getting, like, a fuck ton of duelists and, like, maybe 1 or 2 other tanks. Because I believe it's the, what's it going to be? It's going to be the Thing, and then there's going to be one other one that they mentioned that's high likelihood to be a duelist. But people are kind of like, what the fuck, man? There's already, like, a ton of duelists. But I guess again, I think they're just kind of leaning into that element. But I also think it's hilarious that, like, I'm actually curious. I know people like just love like hard pick DPSs. I really fuck with tanks and supports more. You know what I mean? Like, even it's not that the DPSs aren't good, by the way, duelists. It's just that there's something really fun, like mechanically more fun to fuck with when it comes to like a tank and a support, I think. Even though I find I haven't put in the hours to like understand what calls for what, so I'm not very proficient, so to speak. What do you call? Also, Fluff, what do you call? I just finished installing all of the fucking mods. It works perfectly. I got my character back up to like the right skill trees that I want him to use and stuff like that. I downloaded a bunch of power spell mods that should work perfectly fine. And what do you call it? What's the other thing? I'm drawing a blank on that one. I downloaded a bunch of companion mods, and man, I was gonna ask you or Kat this. I was kind of every mod that I download that's like a companion mod, basically always says like, how do you want this companion to look when you're installing it in the root directory? And it's basically like, hey, do you want to use like the CBE body or the whatever? And to me, I looked in that mod pack and it didn't have the CBE body, so then I had to find the Safe for Work CBE body and put it in there. I think that should make it all work. That's the only thing I still have to do, which I still have to like play up to the point in which we got up to last time, or ish. And then what is it called? Then go and quickly like look at like Serana, make sure that mod's working. Quickly go and run to these other 3 companions that we downloaded. But we got a fuck ton of companion mods. I looked into like the top best companion mods you could possibly get, and there were a few that I don't think you even mentioned, Fluff. But mostly because one just came out like recently. There's the Katana one, which is like 3 companions all in one. There is this like I can't think of what the one lady's called, but anyways, there's this brand new mod that I think is awesome. Also, there's a lot of Serana mods, like the Serana redone or additional add-on stuff. Got a big patch. I think it was in 2024 or 2023, which is all exciting. But I'm the most excited for the fucking the thing that Kat sent us, which is basically like in Skyrim, you can become a lich somehow, and it's like a quest line, and I'm like, oh my fucking god, I'm so hyped. That just sounds like such a fun thing. And we also have like a lich tower. I'm locked in. I will say I couldn't find any spell mods that like really satisfy that.
McFlufferkin said I'd test the companion mod Sunday to make sure it's all good to go for the stream week itself.
That's the whole premise, is that I gotta do a lot of like R&D tomorrow. But that's the one thing I was gonna say is I haven't found any spell mods, and maybe it is. And like I got the Apocalypse mod, spell books, and I got there's another one in there essentially. And yeah, I looked through all of the skill perks in the Orienter or whatever it's called, Ordinator, and it just doesn't, like, again, maybe it's because we used, like, we built out these skeleton like people mod essentially. And it didn't really seem crazy, you know. And then I looked at the mod that it has initially built into the mod pack, which is basically like this mod. It's like a more lore friendly version of like skill tree augmentation, except it doesn't have nearly as much depth. But, and this is the big but, it does have an unarmed section to it, you know. And to me, I think that'd be fun, like playing like a lich that fucking throws down, summons enemies, and just fucking goes to town. Like, I think that'd be kind of sick, you know. So I don't know. I'm a little bit disappointed by the Orienter doesn't have like very good unarmed perks. I only found like 2 perks in the light armored skill tree that has some unarmed stuff, and it has to do with like stamina, which is like kind of cool, but I don't know if it scales really well. I don't know. I was hoping there'd be like like 5 or 6 perks that like really make unarmed fighting seem really optimal, because I don't know, I find that funner just to. It also makes sense with like how janky Skyrim is. Like Skyrim VR, when you're using melee weapons, sometimes doesn't actually like impact. So like if you slash someone, sometimes they don't like recoil in any way. But if you're like punching, it makes sense if a jab didn't really like have that much force behind it, to like stun lock an enemy essentially. So I kind of like that stuff. But anyways, let me catch up on everything with people saying. Raid said, no, Fluff says, I'll share more next stream, assuming we get the info by the, yeah, hopefully we do. That'd be a ton of fun to look into. They'll be doing, so that was the other thing I was gonna say. I'll wait to say that. Season talk, follow Mr. Fantastic Invisible preview. Say look like Blade. It's probably duelist. There's more duelists than vanguards and strategists combined. Yeah, that's tough. So we already, so we could really use more of the other 2 before we get 3 to get. Yeah, you know what's hilarious, Fluff?
McFlufferkin said there's a spell mod that I got that adds about 39 core spells that you can earn experience for and modify with additional effects. A perk overhaul merges pickpocket and lockpick, adds unarmed tree.
Ooh, which is that, Fluff? Can you post those two mods in the Skyrim mod folder, please, so I can install it? Will it work with Ordinator? I'll check the name on my that I'm on. Yeah, on my PC. Yeah. Because that's the only thing that like I would like to see, is to have like, I wonder if I can still run Ordinator, because there is some cool things in the summoner skill tree with Ordinator. And it would be a pain in the ass to like, I think I just, yeah, it'd be a pain in the ass to like reinstall the things. Yeah. But that's what I was gonna say. Man, I'm happy. Like overall, my mental state pretty good. But I have there's so much things to do, like and play. I know it's always the same thing, but like there's moments where I'm watching a Marvel Rivals gameplay video and I'm like, oh my god, it looks so fun. I want to play it right now. And then I go to play it, and no, I don't have any time to play it. So then I'm like, okay, but then there's this Withering Waves update, which I'm like, this is awesome. It's fucking beautiful. I'm loving the characters. I like the story vibe. I want to play it, so I'm playing a little bit of that. But then I'm also trying to prep tomorrow's stream, and also I want to try to finish these 2 books I've been goddamn reading, because I've been kind of like not finishing them for two years, and all that shit. And I'm like, son of a bitch, it's just proving to be like spread a little thin, or like I wish I had more time, or I wish I was better at managing my time to like actually make time to like not watch maybe that one YouTube video or 2 or 3 YouTube videos, and instead just like grind a video game for 2 hours instead, you know.
Bolty said, quick note, I think your last VR vid was pretty nice.
Oh, you watched it? Thanks, but I haven't looked at the comments or the view count yet, because I think I uploaded a video that was like very niche beforehand, so it always worries me when I do stuff like that, because then the previous video is almost like guaranteed to get pushed to less people, because less people probably watch that hyper niche kind of like perfectly played style video. But I really liked it, man. I was going to ask Bolty. Nah, I think I know the answer. I was going to say, to me, I really like, again, it's one of the videos like I made for me in a weird way, because like it sounds cringe, but like I've been on YouTube for such a long time that like you eventually just break down the hatred for yourself when like most people don't like listening to their voice. Most people don't like seeing themselves like on camera. They can pick apart themselves and say like, oh, I didn't say that right, I didn't do that perfectly, oh, I sounded cringe, these kind of things. But if you've been doing it for like 10 years, eventually you just beat yourself down. You just look at yourself objectively-ish, kind of. So I ended up watching that video I made like 8 times, like full way through. Like that was after I already edited it, which is watching it for another 2 or 3 times. Just because I was really into like the ideas and like the speculation. I was kind of, when I was like listening to it, I'd be like, oh, is that gonna work that way? And it's all like super pie in the sky. The only thing I will say, I do feel like I could have done a better job at segmenting the video. Like I do feel like it felt like I ended the video 3 times in the video, which I could probably look at the analytics and see stuff where I'm like, okay, yeah, you know. Bolty says, I liked the video, and even though I don't have to agree with you 100%, I believe the structure of the video well. I wrote a comment that my thoughts about it was, yeah, can you just tell me some of the thoughts right now, Bolty? Because we're live right now. I would love to have a conversation about anybody with this kind of stuff, because to me, I can't stress enough how like the comments my position and the way that I conveyed it, I was coming at it from the idea of like, I used to be a person who thought like, why the fuck am I paying $300 for something that I don't use? So like, why am I paying for like the standalone onboard processing when I don't use those features at all?
McFluffikins said, I believe the perk mod my collection uses is mysticism, but I'll need to confirm the spell mod.
I might have that one actually installed. Yeah. Yeah, funny you say that. I think I might actually have that one installed. I'll check. But what do you call it? Yeah, Bolty, I was going to say... What was I going to say? Yeah, like, I understand the idea of, like, not wanting to spend, or, like, not even being able to spend anywhere from, like, $500, or people even being like, if you want to push VR, you cannot make it that expensive. Like, $800 dropping it on something is insane. But I think a lot of people said the same thing about the Steam Deck, and then everyone was like, dude... This is really solid, especially if you think of like how many people are willing to spend money on a Nintendo Switch, which only plays a couple of games, and so on and so forth. It's not that there's not reasons for these to validate, like you getting a Nintendo Switch or anything like that. It was just kind of one of those things where, to me, the whole point that I like, usually when you're writing a video or when you're telling a story, you have like something in you that you want to kind of like shine a light on, and to me, I went from being like, I really don't want to spend any more than like $300 on a headset, and the Quest 3 is a fucking $500 or $600 Canadian headset, probably $800 honestly, headset, which is tough. But then after like watching all these videos and people like talking about features that I would actually fuck with and I would actually engage with, I started to be like, okay, I'd spend maybe like a little bit more money for that feature. Okay, I'd spend a little bit more money on that feature. And after like quantifying all the features, like, oh fuck, we're kind of up there for like $800. Would I spend that? Yeah, I think, especially just like, it doesn't exist right now, so I can keep putting away money. And right now I have like $500 saved, so like, that, it's less because like I can just keep being like, okay, I already have this much saved. It'd just be spending this much more of what I don't, like pulling it from what I've been like saving for a couple years. But yeah, that kind of thing, you know? But anyways, let me see what Bodhi's saying. I wrote a comment about that. Basically, nice video. I think as logical advances, we will all profit. So I think as technology advances, we will all profit. Even made an example of cost-effective of hardware. Yeah, no, for sure. Again, the half of the issue, Bolty, right now, I think, is most of the hardware in a VR headset is actually not that expensive. So like the Quest 3 can run pretty competent, like pretty decent-looking games. It can run YouTube. It can run all of the apps that you mostly use all day. It just struggles to run like high-end games, essentially. But even then, it's getting better at. But the main thing that's kicking the price tag's ass is the lenses. And eventually, we're going to get to a point where those lenses that are like micro OLED, what is it? OLED, micro OLED displays are going to probably become less brutal. And that's going to drive the price tag immensely down. And with Samsung and like Apple and all of these other companies, Google and Sony all investing in this space, that competition will almost certainly drive the profit of those lenses and stuff like that down. So that should be cool. Boldy says, I didn't explicitly... I was explicitly talking about the price, but I talked about the affordability over. Yeah, no, for sure. That's fun. Yeah, to me, again, I thought, to me, the question that I was trying to pose was that the idea of like, how much would you be willing to spend? And I think, I'm not sure if you guys feel this way, but like, I feel like a lot of times people are selling me stuff that I don't really want. You know, like that's kind of the point of a subscription is where like, you get all of this. And I'm like, I don't really want all that though. Like, I don't really use all that. I just want like these three things. I mean, it's cool that there's more there, for sure, but it doesn't always sit well when you're like, it's already over my budget. Can I just like not have all this other shit and and drop the price a little bit? But that's not how things work, unfortunately. But yeah. But man, there is like so much news about Valve and stuff like that, like with them making a new console.
McFluffikins said also, was going to gauge your interest in split fiction. I've been considering picking it up, and the concept of a fantasy and a sci-fi writer working together through a co-op adventure seems fun.
Oh, is this Split Fiction the one that's made by the new this guy? Yeah, Split Fiction. I don't know, man, because I don't like Fluff. Like to me, this is the worst time to ask me about anything as far as like what I'm interested in, because like I mentioned, right now I would love to play Marvel Rivals. Right now I would really like to play Behemoth. I really love that game. Like, that game is it's on the top of my to-do list. It's like so much fun. But it's also kind of a hard thing to set up and play. Like, it's not like just like I can load up a Marvel Rivals game at the middle of the night really fast. So like I can't even think of like the next thing I'm going to play because I have all these other things I just want to get down. It looks like a cool game. In the past, I haven't really had time to do co-op games. It would be kind of cool to like, alternate and have like a whole stream week where we're kind of going back and forth. Maybe we get like Lone in here and Raid and then Fluff and like also alternate essentially. That could be fun. But it's like, would that be more fun than us like playing through or like maybe doing a Fallout 4 VR mod showcase where we're like messing with companions and like learning about things and all those other variables, or we're gonna be balls deep in Avowed and all these other things. That to me, it's just like I feel like this is gonna be a busy week, or busy a year, like a really busy year, especially when I have the ambition to do a little bit too many things that aren't YouTube oriented. So probably one of the worst years to associate to like go back and to be like, let's try to like dedicate some time to not YouTube stuff. But I think it's high time that I do that. But it's also going to be a fun year because there is so much to play. Even if we can only get like our tippy toes in most things, it's still going to be fun. Oh, that's kind of the point of going all in for one whole week into something, like this whole Skyrim thing that we're going to be doing soon. Ooh, I'm gonna jump in the shower, catch Fluff. I even made a bad example of a mobile. Yeah, that's a great example. It's a great example. Well, it is a great example as far as like the tech has gotten better. I will say mobile phones have it seemingly increased in price, kind of, you know. But yes. Ooh. Bodhi says like how.
McFlufferkin said with how those games work, only the host needs to own it and the co-op friends can download a free friend pass version.
That's pretty awesome.
If you want to include multiple people, you'd need to own the game.
That'd be fine. Yeah, I wouldn't mind owning the game. I don't think it'd be that bad to buy it. Bodhi says like how newer phones only have very minimal improvements of their predecessor. Yeah, see that's a really tough example. Dude, that's the thing that like everyone spites Apple for. Like as much as people are like change to Linux or whatever, or change to like Android or whatever. What do you call it? It's one of the things that everyone like is, even Apple fans are starting to get like really pissed off about it, where it just seems like there's never a substantial improvement. You know what I mean? And yet people will still buy the thing. It's a shitty thing, but it's like it kind of makes sense if your only metric is like capitalism to some extent. The idea of like, well, there's no incentive to really like over deliver, you know? Yeah, like so, and it so long as like the three powers that are present, like Sony, Samsung, and Apple, and Google to some extent, are basically like the kingpins. It's not that like one of my favorite sayings is there's a lot of money in second place, basically, but it's like just because you're in fourth place does not mean you're like upset. You know what I mean? Like there's a lot of fucking bullshit that comes with being actually in first place. Second place is probably like just like at least in business where like you're all still making money. It's not like in a sport where like you actually just lose. You don't get all the applause if you're second place. In business, if you're second place, you're still getting a fuck ton of cash. You know what I mean? So I think all those companies kind of have a vested interest in like not pushing the needle too much. You know, they're not adding like a product that goes crazy. That's why it's really nice when there's, well, it's not nice, but it's definitely like an area of business that is at least intriguing. But for example, one of the things that Google did way back in the day is they started to use Google Fiber, and one of the reasons apparently why they did that was because they were sick and tired of how the poor internet was reflecting poorly on their business that it was Google. So essentially they were getting a bunch of complaints and they were like not able to get as much ad sales because the internet was so bad that most people just wouldn't like search up things or whatever it could be. So they made this thing to kind of like force the other internet providers to pay more. So that kind of makes sense in the same sense. But again, that's because Google is willing to like take a loss in this like developing this like better internet technology type thing, just so that their main money driver, which is selling ads on Google, was better. So like that business just got better by them forcing everybody else to up the standard or dropping the price so that it was competitive. So the same thing can be said for like Valve, and this is the idea that people are hoping, Valve doesn't have to do this, but hoping that whenever Valve makes a splash, it's a nice splash, meaning like Valve doesn't need to make money on hardware. They'll probably still want to make some money on hardware, but where they could make the majority of their money is through game sales. So if they find ways for you to engage with Steam and consoles and all these things more, then that will basically, they can sell a loss on hardware, which they arguably already do with like Xbox and all those other things. But I don't think Xbox really adds features that people want. They just keep adding like ray tracing, which I think most people, if you had the option of ray tracing or eye tracking of some kind, where it's literally increasing the performance exponentially, as well as just giving you a funner way to navigate. Like being able to like navigate menus by just looking at what you're clicking on with your eyes. That sounds awesome. You want to like aim with like a bow. Again, that's something Horizon Zero Dawn did, where basically like your eyes are largely where your arrow will go, which is awesome. So you still have like a general area which your eyes will fall into, but that sounds so cool. The idea of like using an interface with your eyes, eye tracking essentially. So yeah, to me, that's what like is exciting about these kind of like disruptive / companies that just don't need to make money in that space. They just need to push it forward. But I don't think there's been like that, anything like that really. Some people really talk up Samsung and those kind of phones. So maybe that's just something I'm ignorant to. Maybe there is somebody who's like really pushing things far forward, but not that I like have really known about. You know what I mean? What's good, Light? How's the grind going, Light? Hopefully pretty good. How are you with the progress of the story? Does anyone know what level we are in the story? Like what point we're at? With how those games work, only the host needs to do the thing. All right, we can discuss further. Closer to release. Shout. I got you. I lost the 50-50. Man, Light, you are just drawing the short end of the stick constantly. I apologize, man. On behalf of Wuthering Waves, usually, I mean, it is a very generous game, usually, but it sounds like you're getting bent. It's just awful. Yeah, but again, it's one of those things where like I thought the same thing about my Maybe polls, where I did not do well by any means. But you just chuck pebbles. You just chuck pebbles. Bah, 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 bah. And I got a weapon finally. And yeah, it's not a great ideal thing, but it's something. Also, why are they all gray? Why does she have like hands around her neck type thing? Why can't she just gesture with her actual hands? Weird. I don't know, man. I feel like the strange, what is it called? This goddamn game made by that crazy Asian man. I feel like you could get into it, but also I'm not a very big art house kind of guy. You know what I mean? Like I find these things typically exhausting. Like this part's cute, but like when it's like, let's do it in black and white for 4 hours. And you're like, but I like color. And they're like, we're doing it in black and white. And you're like, okay. I guess. Sure. I like the weird shit. Like this shit is cool. You have a little fucking weird possessed doll on the side of your hip. Fire. Lollipop chainsaw. Would love that. Weird freak shit. But the whole weird, like, I'm going to make it so that the audio is quieter so you have to listen, but in reality, it's just hard to like hear anything, is some art house bullshit that I hate. But say la vie to those who get after these kind of games. I have a good healer at least. You got you got fucking, what's her name? Verena. Verena's solid, man. Solid. Ooh, and this is the game that is on damn near everybody's list, including my own. Dude, how did they do it? How did they bring back, because like Doom Eternal kind of ended, or like put, you can totally tell like the route in which this game went, like Doom Eternal, where like I think they rebooted Doom. It didn't really sell obscenely well, but people liked it, and then I think it was like, all right, let's give like this one big send off for like one more game because we're not gonna really have much time to do it. And then Doom Eternal just like fucking popped off because it was released at the right time where people could actually give it a chance, and then people fucking loved it. And then at the very end, like when you beat Doom Eternal, it's awesome. It ends with like good shit, awesome. You killed like the God King, cool. And then there's a DLC that's basically like, here's more. Here's your God. Yeah, there's so much going on. Goodbye. You're on ice now. It felt very much like, we did not expect that to hit that hard, and now we kind of have to not only deliver a little bit more, but also like put it on ice. But again, it's like they put it on ice, but then I think they're like, we can do a prequel. But the only thing that's weird is that this is gonna technically go backwards. Like, this is a prequel from the game that we just played, so, like, somehow he seems pretty juiced. He seems pretty juiced in this new game. And I'm kind of wondering what happened. What do you get like curb stomped at the end of this game to where he's like lost a lot of his like awesome God King abilities? What's going on, you know? Because I think we're gonna see like I'm not sure if we're gonna see the fall of humanity like completely. I think we'll see some other things. But regardless, I'm hyped. Who doesn't want to crush some demon skulls, you know? Monster Hunter, I there's so much to play that I feel like I will. Again, I know you guys will get after it. I know you guys will play the shit out of this game. To me, I love me some RPGs, and we got Chivalry, which is, I think it's Chivalry. Chivalry, which is like a super grounded kind of type game, you know? But then we also have Avowed, which is like high fantasy, weird shit, just weird shit, you know what I mean? And I feel like we're going to be eating good for RPG people, you know what I mean? What else? Oh, I was going to say this other thing. I watched this video the other day, which I felt like I was being talked directly at, which I feel bad, because, yeah. I watched a video saying that, why don't you add mods into your game? And it's basically like a notorious developer who's, like, made Fallout and all these other, like, bigger games, talking about, like, why there's not, like, mod support in game. It's not as easy as just, like, opening up the engine. He kind of was describing how, like, everything in game design is time and money. So, like, if you want us to do this, it's going to cost time and money. And if you want to add mod support to the game, you have to do it, or not have to do it, but it's if you want to be efficient with your time and money, which is still going to cost, like, 3 or 4 weeks, or maybe, like, even a month worth of time over the life period of, like, 2 or 3 years of how long it takes to make a game. To actually implement mod support, to, like, make it so that, like, these files can be accessed. And it was funny because I was always wondering, I'm like, yeah, but I still haven't seen, like, he was describing how you can access a function and access like a script inside a video game. And that's how kind of mods are kind of laid out. And you can have like a sub action, and if you add like an action and then a sub action, that can help like cancel out the action, so long as there's a sub action that can cancel it out. Anyways, but he had someone in the comments of that video was really helpful. They basically mentioned that that's why Skyrim is so crazy, they said. So, like, Skyrim apparently doesn't work in that way of, like, here's a function, then here's a sub-function, or here's an action, then here's, like, a reaction to that thing. Instead, Skyrim and Bethesda's games seem to be largely based on, like, just a series of, like, a data points, essentially, like a data bank that, like, says, if you are here, this person is located at this spot in the map, rather than all these weird scripts and functions that have to take place. But it made sense for like, oh, that's why Skyrim is kind of clunky, broken, and a mess, but is also infinitely moddable, where all these other games don't quite seem to be as moddable as Skyrim, which is interesting. Also, dude, every time I see this game, I'm excited and terrified, and I just want to be happy again. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you guys have that game where you look at it and you're just like, I just want to be happy again. You know what I mean? I'm not to say that I'm miserable right now. It's just to say that, like, this game has probably the happiest I've ever been playing any video game ever. So it's almost like I look at it like, could you do it? Could you take me back to a time when I felt the most love I could possibly feel, the most adventure I could possibly feel, the most hope I could possibly feel? I am hoping, dude, they could absolutely eviscerate my dreams. But the way the Xbox talks about it, I don't know, though, man. Because sometimes, I don't know, Xbox might not value the same things I value. Like, they might be like, hey, we have, like, the highest level physics or the highest level, like, facial features ever. Because Xbox has a boner for graphics. And it's like, stop. Nobody gives a shit about graphics. Stop. You've tried this for years. Also, GTA 5. This is probably the most this is just me reacting to what we're going to be doing in the next coming week. God, that's a lot of ass. Anyways, I was going to say, by God, guys, I'm so sad I'm not going to be playing this alongside you. Lone, are you playing this day one? GTA 5? Are you going to be one of these people? Also, it's hilarious that Lone's deep hatred for Arena, I bit my lip, is still hella present. Those crocodiles, those naked men. Golly.
Bolty said 6.
6? 6 what? 6 what? Lone says, I forgot about Doom. I'm looking forward to that game. Yeah, Doom is fucking awesome, dude. I can't wait. Also, the guns look great. Again, it knows the right timing when like you're bored as shit and you're like, it's been a minute. It's been a minute since we've just fucking ate. You know what I mean? Like had some good old violence and chaos.
Lone Syndicate said, hell
6,
yeah,
gotcha.
I'm playing GTA 6 day 1.
Great! Great, awesome, very cool. I'm happy you guys are playing great. I'll have to vicariously live through you. Hopefully you'll give us some gameplay to watch on streams, because I can't play it yet. I don't have a console. It's not coming out on old gen consoles, I don't think. And even if it did, I don't know if I'd want to experience it that way. You know what I mean? I could rather experience it like for the thing. It'd be awesome though if it was like on Game Pass day one, some shit, and it was also on like PC Game Pass. That would be fire, huh? Also, dude, you ever like read stuff that was like some pie in the sky stuff that's crazy? Also, this looks like it's coming for DMC's lunch a little bit, except I'm not very into it. I take that back. It looks like it's coming for DMC's lunch, but I'm not eating basically.
Lone Syndicate said, see this why you should always have a console.
Absolutely not, Lone. For one game? Are you crazy? Lone's rich. Lone's a rich guy, okay, out here, talking about how, yeah, you should have one console for one game. It certainly wouldn't be GTA, although I love GTA, especially not when it's rumored to be a year delayed, which honestly is most games. Like, most games are a year behind their initial console release, which is still crummy. But yeah, to me, it's one of those things that, like, especially when, like, crossplay is such a thing, so it's not like you wouldn't have, like, ample incentive to play with your boys and all that shit. Yeah, I don't know. To me, it's weird that it's not coming out alongside it. It's kind of like them probably trying to double dip Rockstar and all that stuff. But yeah, it's sad. It's sad. I really wish I could play it day one with y'all. But you know, it is what it is. What's gonna be all the harder, dude, is not trying to get spoiled. Like, we'll get spoiled. And I'm not big into spoilers, but like I don't want to get completely fucking. I don't want to know everything about the game yet. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll just say fuck it, and I'll just like look at every guide possible. Man, it's sad. It's sad. I was gonna say so on the topic of my VR obsession, I was reading this thing because every now and again I have this thing where I go on Reddit, and there's a Reddit called r/Valve Deckard, which is this console that I made a whole video about. And it's just the purest form of like copium and wishful thinking, and it's a lot of fun. Again, I will always stand by this. It is far better to be hopeful than to be a miserable cunt. Okay, I will much rather be a person like, but hopefully, and then it just shits itself entirely. Because at least I wasn't depressed the whole time. At least I had a little bit of hope in the beginning. But anyways, I just remember seeing this comment, which was very cool, but it was basically...
Lone Syndicate said, I brought an Xbox One for Sunset Overdrive GRINN and maybe one other game.
That's not a bad get, though. I was also that. Lone, I also played my Xbox like maybe 3 times, and I bought Rise Son of Rome, which maybe was the other game you're talking about, Sunset Overdrive, and... I remember the other one. There was another one in there somewhere. Fresh out the shower, we're wearing the Aether and Nanner's Gamer Sub shirt that arrived yesterday. Ooh, nice! Not as soft as the majority of the Metal Blend shirts, but it fits well. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, man. What do you call it? I hate when you have inconsistency with shirts. I know they're trying to do shit, but it's always weird when you're like, I just want it to feel the same. The nice, what I'm used to. But anyways, yeah, what do you call it? I was watching this, I was down the rabbit hole of the VR Deckard thing. And people in this Discord were basically talking about like, okay, guys, what I think is going to happen. I think Valve is going to come out with this console, and they're going to have this VR headset as well, and this console is going to launch, and it's going to have Half-Life 3 on it, which that's not the far-fetched thing of it. That's I actually feel like it's almost guaranteed at this point. They're going to release a console, and they're going to release Half-Life alongside it. Makes sense. And having like all these features and shit, and like it looking great and being really good, and then also just being able to run like a tiny box. I think it makes sense. But what do you call it? I think what got crazy was when this Reddit comment was talking about like, okay, and then they're gonna release the Valve Deckard, this VR headset, and they're gonna get all of the most played games on Steam, i.e. Cyberpunk, i.e. Helldivers and all these other games, and they're basically gonna make like an injector, which you guys don't know what that is. It's basically like takes flat like those normal games and actually makes it so that you can play them in VR. And it sounds like that's far-fetched, but like one guy alone in his room was able to do this.
Lone Syndicate said, GRINN, can you share the link for this video? I want to look at it later for the names of these games.
Got it. Just the name? Do you want me to post it in the share with GRINN? I'll do that. It's just, is this the share with GRINN? That's the art tab. I'm blind. I'm so fucking blind. Suggestions? No. Did I pass it? I fucking passed it? What the am I crazy? No, it must be below. There it is. Jesus Christ. I feel like it just appeared. Also, Bolty, I see you.
McFlufferkin said, well, I likely won't be getting a PS5 anytime soon, but there's a Helldivers 2 themed controller that I'd like to get.
Hell yeah. What is this? Get rid of that. Oh, it's my task manager. This. What do you call it? Yeah, man. Lona's out here saying we should buy a console for GTA 5. And I get it. I just can't. And I'm pissed that we're going to be watching everyone game and have a fucking blast, and we're just going to be sitting there like assholes. Okay? But we'll vicariously live through Lone and probably Bolty and maybe Raid if they both. I don't know if actually I don't know if Raid has a console like an Xbox or PS4 or 5, I guess.
Bolty said, these are pretty old pings, can ignore them, no worries.
No, I want those pings. I'm waiting for those pings. I'm waiting to read the story pings when I get back into doing the story stuff. Right now I'm trying to finish this damn book. I probably should do them both at the same time, but I don't have time, so I need to focus on one and get that done, and then yeah. Also, I don't know what this is. There's a really big fad of like people like playing games that like are running businesses, which is very fun and cute looking. But this game also looks like it's a porn game. But who knows? This one feels more like a Stonewash shirt that they did alongside sweatpants, and ladder almost feels like jeans. Gotcha. Okay, huh? What's good, Nong? We miss you, buddy. How has your day been? We're talking about games. Nong, are you gonna? Do you have a console, Nong? Are you gonna be getting
McFlufferkin said Inzoi, an upcoming competitor to The Sims.
Oh, I don't know if I like the weird 3D polygon model type thing look. Looks a little yucky to me. Who here is playing GTA Day 1? Bolty is, Lone is. I don't know if Raid's still here or if he's not doing that. I think Raid has a console, but I could be wrong. Maybe not like a new console. What was I also gonna say? I don't know. Some bullshit. I have an Xbox Series X and nope. What? You have the means, but you're not getting into GTA 6? Why?
Bolty said got no console.
Oh, you also got no console? I thought you said 6. Like as in like you were. Oh no, maybe I was saying GTA. Oh, I see. And maybe you're correcting me saying 6. Gotcha. You got no console, so you right here with us, right here with the boys, just suffering, watching people have a great time. Okay. Maybe it's shit. Maybe, Rockstar making shit games all the time. Oh, man. Ain't worth a full-blown console. Not when it's like fucking $600 here Canadian, boy. Oh, no. The Raid says, sorry, I've been playing Woo. I got you. Get grind on, my man. I was going to say some shit, guys, and I fucking forgot. I don't know. Some lies. Some fucking lying to you right in your face. I don't know what it was. Ooh. GTA is not exactly my favorite series to play. Definitely not worth 100.
Bolty said MGL, given how emulation goes, we could play it on PC too, lol.
Okay, so this is the other thing. This is the part of the world. Ooh, Borderlands. This is the part of the whole situation that also makes the Valve Deckard or the Valve console, if you're tired of talking to me about VR, that like apparently emulators back in my day were hell. They would crash almost all the time. They were messy. Unless the game was like fucking way old, it wouldn't be that much of an improvement. But recently, I don't know if this is like Valve made like a proprietary software, like a software that basically like lets compatibility happen across the board for other games really easily. It's like a compatibility injector, I believe.
McFluffican said, I don't mind waiting on the PC release. Been doing so for FF7R. Maybe Spider-Man 2 and other PS5 exclusives.
Yeah, and Spider-Man 2 is coming this month on Steam, which is cool, or PC, which is cool. But I was gonna say, has like emulators gotten so
Light
good?
said, back in my day, lol.
Back in my day, it was shit. But have emulators gotten so good that they can do that, Bolty? Like you could play GTA 6 on PC. I don't know if it's that good. I haven't seen ones where like you can pirate a console exclusive game on PC. I feel like it's possible, like it should be. You theoretically just need to like run a interface of an Xbox on your PC, like host that weird program interfacing, and then buy it and then be connected to the internet. I don't think it sounds impossible, you know? Nothing to do with Valve unless you talk about the Steam Deck. Oh, no, I'm just saying that, like, I think the emulator scene has exploded in some part due to Valve releasing, like, a really high-powered device that essentially can, like, run a lot of stuff really well. So it's taken, like, the emulator scene, which is usually relegated to, like, pretty shitty tech, to making it so there's, like, a solid base standard where, like, everyone can basically make and optimize for, like, the Steam Deck and making it so that it can play, like, all of the games in the past. And things like that. Maybe it's not like Valve didn't do it, but Valve I think helped push it a little bit along. But PS4 sure is, and PS3. Nah, I don't think PS5 is. But yeah, see, that's what I mean. That's what I mean. So we can't emulate GTA 5 because it's not coming on old gen consoles. I don't believe. Might also not be possible for PS4. Yeah. Emulators tend to run a generation behind usually. Yeah. Damn bastards. Bastards. I remember when I really wanted to play Astral Chain. I think actually that one probably is finished. But yeah, I remember watching videos of a person like play it, and it's just the inconsistency of it all. Like usually like the game can run, but it's like you're getting 120 FPS to like fucking nothing. Like the just hard lock stun, it's not progressing at all. And I was like, oh, well, that's unfortunate. Raid says, but yeah, I'm just trying to unlock the stuff for all the Nightcore echoes in WoWa. Can you tell me how the hell that works, Raid? Because I've heard people talk about that in WoWa. I don't know how to access it. Is it just by like killing stuff? Or do you just have to get a high enough echo or like world tier? Because one thing I'm trying to grind in Wuthering right now is just trying to check off all the boxes for the story, because the story lets you play the briefcase girl.
McFluffican said Steam Deck uses Linux, which didn't have a ton of official game support, so emulation was more prominently developed.
Yeah, but I thought that was the other thing I learned, Fluff, that like a little while ago is like back in the day, Valve tried to make a console, and they basically depended on like all the game creators and people like that, and the hardware developers to like transfer like games to their operating system, like make it efficient. Make it like optimized for this console, because no dev wanted to do it. This is kind of like the biggest play. This is why consoles are like so easy to create for, is because it's the same hardware across the board. But apparently, like in the last 3 years, Steam has developed some sort of like compatibility layer, which allows you to basically just have like anything run without having to optimize it and do all this weird shit on the developer's back end. So the developers don't need to optimize for your system. And even if they did, it wouldn't be worth it for like the one niche Steam console. It'd be easier to do it for like the Steam Deck, which everyone has that baseline, and it's sold a ton of copies. So yeah, but I think I heard that recently, that I think maybe like both are true. Like there's a compatibility layer, and emulators are probably also like ran better because of that compatibility layering. But yeah, but everyone's also talking about that of like Steam OS. I don't really know, because people hate the fuck out of Windows, and I kind of get it, but as a person, like I could see if you like had like a ton of money and you had like two gaming setups, like a living room setup and a PC setup. Kind of weird. You could just dump all the money into a PC setup and get way more mileage out of like the performance. But c'est la vie. Yeah, to me, apparently that's something big that people are really excited for is SteamOS, which apparently, I mean, Windows is doing weird shit, dude. Windows has added like a feature where it scans your screen every like second to tell you what you just did. And I'm like, I do not want that. I don't have Alzheimer's. I'm like, what was I just doing? And I just want complete scanning of my screen constantly. I seen a video pop up and I had to like check if it was disabled, and it is. But like, I don't want them to automatically turn that on. Like, it's always weird when you go to a feature and it's automatically disabled. And I'm like, yeah, but those fuckers could turn it back on. Can I put that, like, I do not want this to be enabled ever for future updates or anything like that. I will not use this feature, and this feature feels like it could easily get, like, DDoS gotten, and people could just see my, like, passwords and shit, you know? People tested that, where, like, it does look at your credit card information and shit like that. So it just seems like a fucking stop, Windows, please. Right, says, I'm still in the progress of figuring out. Okay, it might just... I thought the whole, like, getting the nightmare equivalence was just having a higher world tier, but if it's not that, then shit.
McFlufferkin said you can technically run multiple operating systems on the same computer. Virtual OSs, often done by Linux users, should be possible vice versa.
Yeah, every time I hear about someone talk about Linux, it's always, like... It seems like it's so much work. Like, if you're a person who really likes, like, building puzzles, you're like, fucking let's go. But... Also, yeah, yuck. It seems like there's a way to do everything, but there's a particular way that you have to relearn to do all of those things. Also, this isn't some new information or new screenshots I've seen from Mafia. I don't think I've seen this gameplay yet. I only seen like the little tiny quick art, unless this is not Mafia, but it sure as shit looks like Mafia. That would hurt so much, holding a fucking burning image in your fucking hand. Nolly says, yeah, that's how Max runs Windows through Linux. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. I see people like use operating systems, but isn't it always like shitty? Like it never runs particularly well. I thought that was.
Balti said, as a person who isn't all techie, Linux is a nightmare to use and also not made for gaming.
Yeah. That's why everyone say, like, every normal person who isn't like really locked into gaming, it's just like a fucking mess. It's just like too much for my brain. Thank you very much. But yes, also my back. Oh, guys, things really didn't fall well. The cards didn't fall really well this week. My mom has been a little ill, and I've started to feel like my body's fighting off something, so I took off exercising, because I don't want to, like, get, like, tempt fate. Starting off the year lazy, hate it. But, yeah. But next week, I'm getting back into exercise, and guess what? We doing VR all week. So I'll try to take it easy, but it's also like, damn it. Damn it. Although half of that is, I think, just your body getting used to, like, the pain. And just like, oh.
McFlufferkin said Linux is for the programming language fluent users.
Yeah. It seems like it's for... Well, but not only that, it does seem like it's for people who, like, do like to... Yeah, if you're the kind of person, like, enjoys going into the nitty-gritty in the background of your system and, like, taking off all of these, like... these programs are taking up bandwidth, but like if you actually were to like take the percentage of those programs bandwidth, it's like maybe 5 or 4% of like your computer's processing that it's taking up to delete all those, but it's like infinitely harder to do that, to like take them all offline. If you're that guy, then you're gonna lock in with Linux, I think. But if you're like me, it's like 4%. Are you kidding me? No. How long is it gonna take? 4 hours? Fuck no. Absolutely not. An hour per percent? No, thank you. Ooh. I was like, what is this game? Oh, this is that weird game that we've seen. Yeah. Ooh, they walk weird. They walk real weird. Oh, God, I hit the mic.
McFlufferkin said that Ponytail is trying to escape.
Dude, hair physics are still the death of so many video games. I seen, I seen this Skyrim mod. Oh, I don't even know if I can find it. Yeah, we could probably throw that up because we've been watching this for a little bit. Let me show you guys that. I seen the most, oh my god, beautiful hair physics in Skyrim. I think I typed in Skyrim. I think I sure will say mods. Followers. did not type that in right. There it is. Followers. Give me the video I just seen. Is it this one or is it this one? I think it's this one. Yes, it is. Shut up, AI voice! Get out of my head! Is it here? It's gotta be here somewhere. It's just this one off. There it is. Stop showing this right here. Look at this. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. That's wild. That's it. It wasn't a lot. This is a whole video talking about companions for Fallout. And it's not very good. This one, back up. Yeah, this one's much nicer. This video is very good. It shows off a bunch of mods, which are companion mods, which we'll be looking at. Dude, there are some people wilding with some of these mods for Skyrim. There's a lady, one of the highest endorsed follower mods is a follower mod called Tanker. And it's just this giant breasted lady who's tall and just huge and has like the biggest cleavage dump you've ever seen. And yeah, I thought
McFlufferkin said Skyrim mod overhauls that only 0.001% can run.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I did hear some people talking how Radeon is doing shit, which kind of I feel like they have to. Also, apparently Intel's getting into like making cards, which I feel like is I don't know. Hopefully, competition's good, but like apparently also I don't know about this, but like apparently Nvidia is not really working with Valve, possibly. Like they're kind of putting up guardrails in a weird way. So that's shitty, especially for like the future that I think is gonna be fun, which is like playing games in VR and shit. Which them like not using my dominant graphic card set. Fuck you. But there'll be some sort of way, hopefully, to initialize it. But this is a mod that I was very interested in running, but I didn't download it, I don't think. It's not that I don't like it, it's just that I listened to the audio sounding stuff, and it sounded good, a little crispy, though. And I thought I would notice it. I was also very tempted to get this lady. No, that's this. Where is it? No, that's a guy. Yuck. A man disgusts
Gnawing
me.
Fetus said Battle Mage is a beast for its price. Finally, a budget-priced gaming graphics card.
Oh, what is that? What's Battle Mage? What's that? What is that? I do feel like we don't get a graphics card that's like, yeah. I mean, we're starting to get like the 470 or whatever it is, the 470 series. You can get pretty decently. I think it's like $600, or I think we see Nub got one that was really good. It was a 470 Ti Super, which is a lot of good stuff. And I think it was, I think for him it was like $600, which is not terrible at all. I got my measly 7. I don't know if I need more though. Like at least I could definitely use more, especially with like what we do with like we do a lot of like VR modding shit, which requires like a good amount. But I'm able to do almost everything I want to do with just the base 470 series. NVIDIA 470. Raid says, surprise, we're not doing more woo next week. Don't put it past me, Raid, because I don't. Well, again, we'll see. We'll definitely do like 2 hours or an hour of VR, like Skyrim grinding.
McFlufferkin said Battlemage is Intel's GPU. They're naming their card generations in alphabetical order with magical class names.
Huh. I mean, this is where like the example of competitions can be good. Where like, yeah, maybe if they do give like some really good like grounded graphics cards that offer a lot. Like I think that was that one that like everyone loves DLSS and like not ray tracing, like the upscalers and all that stuff that NVIDIA has. But apparently that other graphics card that Radeon has, that's like it's their competitor to their I don't know what it was, but it basically has like I think it's like 32 gig like RAM in it, just built into the base, some weird shit. That one apparently is great, but you don't get all the access to all the weird shit. But apparently, like I was listening to someone talk about it, they're like, you don't need, like it's so good that you don't need DLSS. The issue is that NVIDIA is so fucking locked into like AI nonsense hardware processing that like does so many neat effects that you're kind of like, fuck.
McFlufferkin said, I think their first was Apothecary or Alchemist, next one might be Cleric, then Druid.
Okay, well that's pretty cool.
Gnawing Fetus said according to LTT, it's a 4060 at a 2090 price.
Ooh, well, that's not terrible. That's not terrible. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, that'd be fire if you wanted like a console like a 460 is like a console, like a better than console like experience for sure. Huh. We need to get Lone into like building PCs. Like just send him like my brother's recently gotten into like making a tiny PC. It's like kind of like a console-like PC that's like smaller, which just seems like you have to throw over so many hurdles just to kind of like make it work. But c'est la vie for to each their own. But yeah. Because it doesn't feel like we have a place. Yeah, this is a naked guy you can play as. He's like a pirate or something. We didn't download it. According to LTE's price, I think their first was Apothecary, Alchemist, and the new one is Cleric and Druid. Is there anyone that's like getting up there? Because again, to me, like the idea of like getting the maximum amount of value for the lowest possible price is something intriguing. The issue is that, yeah, I don't know. Again, it's tough to go away from Nvidia, especially considering I got fucking just beaten the shit out of with Intel. I shouldn't say I got beat the shit out of. It's just that like my graphics card is probably my CPU is probably gonna be dead in a couple years. I mean, it's probably gonna burn a hole for my system, even though I put all the right settings in. It's just weird that I bought this thing that I can't even tap into like half of what I got apparently. Not half. This is a character that I was really tempted to get. Check this out. Is this guy talking?
Xmod stands out as one of the more unique followers in this list.
Lovely voice.
The Knight of the Void has a very Dark Souls NPC vibe, with her dialogue being quality over quantity.
Fate is curious like that, isn't it? And now that I have been found, will thee be upon thy way?
She has a
tempting. She also looks badass, but apparently she doesn't have that many voice lines, and she apparently is not romanceable. Don't know what. We're probably gonna romance them, but I feel like it's fucked up for you to make a whole character, make them voiced, make them a companion, have them have so much personality, and be like, they think you're gross, and they will not look at you in an attractive way possible. I'm like, well, fuck me then, man. What is your problem? Also, we did download this one though. I didn't mention this.
Gnawing Fetus said that's just the initial launch of Battle Mage. Think of it as a 4060. The 4070 and 4090 has yet to come out.
How much will a 490 you
They'll
think
be pushing that out later.
Any estimation on the price?
Said Battle Mage is their latest commercial card. No clue the specs of Cleric or Druid, but I'll be considering Druid as it'll be a 4th gen and hopefully ironed out issues by then.
How much do you think a 490 would be? How much are you guys willing to spend on a graphics card? 800. You know, I'm starting to realize my base price is like $800. Like when I want to really spend some money, it's $800 to $1,000. And if you're VR, I'll give you another $200 and push it to $120.
Bolty said $1.
$1, yeah. Bolty's fucking like yuck. But to me, like a good ass graphics card, $800 to what that people pushing it at $2,000, man. Wildin'. I mean, my 470 was around £500. Yes, it's not that terrible. So like $800. Hopefully, you get a little bit more out of that. You pay more $400 more dollars, and then you'll get a 490. I feel like that's not out of the question, so long as it's good. And you'd probably be set for a couple years. I also say this as a Canadian, so like you'd probably be spending. Well, I'd probably be spending double as much as you. So I'll be spending $1,000. You'd probably be spending $800. So, but yeah, I'm curious what you guys' like price tag would be of like the maximum amount that you're willing to go for something like this, which is mostly I'd pay for the best. Okay, yeah, so you're 500 probably what you'd pay for a good graphics card. Makes sense. Yeah, I guess I don't know. To me, I feel like I don't know. I guess to me, I'm in a weird state where like we just had Christmas and I just asked for some money for my like loved ones, and they're like, yeah, okay, and then I just have like $500 there. So it's probably if I was broke ass, I had no money, I'd probably like flatline. I'd probably $500. I can work my way up to that. Nowadays I'd spring about 800 or so. Yeah, 800. I feel like 800 is good. I think it's also I think like it puts into perspective for me where like I use this thing all day, like all the time. Like I'm editing, I'm playing games on it, we're streaming to some capacity. Also, I could just take my like big old graphics card and put it in my other PC, and then it would probably cook it. You know what I mean? Although that's the other thing people like talk about. We're like, yeah, technically you could sell your like 470 for maybe like $400, make someone's day, and also take away a chunk of the price of the newest one. So you're really only spending $500. I don't know about you guys. I fucking hate reselling shit. I hate it. It makes me it ruins everything for me. Anyways, the reason why I brought you guys back to this is because one of the companion mods I did download is this lady, because I thought she sounded just the right amount of sassy.
Okay. Hold it right there, Dragon Slayer. Come any closer and I will turn your guts into jelly.
And it wasn't because she looks the most... It was more of a goth vibe rather than a lack of clothing vibe. But yes, kind of also, we're playing in Lich, all right? We need our... What is the goddamn Addams Family wife called? That. Like, yeah. Also, a lot of dialogue. And she has like 2,000 dialogue. The two biggest mods I'm excited for both have 3,000 lines of dialogue and I think 5,000. So like a fuck ton of story and a fuck ton of like depth to the companion system, which is awesome. But yeah. Fluff says, I don't need to push it until the 490 or TI version. This 470.
McFlufferkin said the audible lisp and Mike Fuzz puts me off.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, people. That's what the guy said. I can't notice the fuzz as much. I think people have an aversion to it. That one I noticed wasn't as bad. Yes. Hopefully not. We'll see. I also wonder, dude, because it's not that hard to make like crisp audio. Like you can get a microphone nowadays for like just like one of these things for like maybe $80 that doesn't have any shit like that. You just know how to use some audio settings that like boost the audio without like boosting the audio, basically. Yeah. And by the time I upgrade, I'll probably get the Intel Druid, which won't be for a while. Yeah. I'm probably just gonna be in the same boat as you. Fluff. Bodhi says, I don't see myself spending any money on PC stuff while my current stuff, until my current stuff is useless for work-related. Gotcha. Fair enough. Yeah. Although I feel like, Bodhi, you're in a place, like you're in a career field that you could definitely be like, I need this to do my job. I think you guys should pay me to improve all of these things. I think very much if you work in IT, I feel like you can get away with a little bit of shit like that. Because I feel like so many people who have no fucking idea what the hell an IT person or person working in any computer capacity knows. Like, they're like, it's wizardry. It's too complex for me to ever realize. You know what I mean? So you could be like, yeah, I need this to increase our proficiency by like 40%, which isn't wrong. It's not wrong. It's just a convenience stretch. Okay.
Bolty said, yeah, that will be till I get a job, but it won't be necessary either XD.
Yeah, but what is necessary?
McFlufferkin said, my go-to followers are Inigo, Lucian, Auri, and Remil. There's one or two other humanoids I'd recommend as well, but I'm blanking on the names.
Auri, I don't know if we've seen.
Taliesin, I believe, is one other.
Taliesin. We have seen there's like a lady here who is, who people seem to like. She's like a Bogue person. I think that was what maybe we're talking about. Is it? Yeah, this one's. We're gonna get to Anya soon. I think you mentioned that one. Maybe not. Maybe no. It was Ariel or yeah, Ari something. Never mind. Is Ari here? I don't know. We'll let this play. It'll fire off. I don't see myself. He says, have you seen the 500 series, Fluff? The 500 series is looking pretty beefy. For what? Is that the, for NVIDIA, you mean? Yeah, man, I don't know. When you start getting, you know, like something with so much money, you don't even want to look at it. I mean, I felt the way about the Apple Vision Pro, to be honest, where I'm like, I by the very virtue of me not being able to ever attain this, I'm not observing it in any capacity, you know, to where it's like that 500 something is going to be like apparently like people say like, it's only like $1,800, something like that. It's most definitely gonna be like $250, like 100%. Like as far as like just the weird shit that happens with NVIDIA, where like the manufacturers, or not the manufacturers, everyone takes a piece basically. So like the base product sure might be worth that, but it doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things. Also, apparently you need a fucking supercomputer or a super generator to fucking run that card. So yeah. Fluff says, my go-to for that with that, I don't upgrade from one gen to the next. I wait 2 to 3 gen. Yeah, I was about to say, I would probably try to wait quite a bit. I think I had like the 370 last time, and then I jumped to the 470, which is pretty nice. I don't think it's quite too
Ignoring Fetus said like a 5070 or 5090. Hopefully with Intel pumping out shit for cheap, they'll force Nvidia to knock down their prices.
Dude, I hope so much. Again, the fact that like I do think we're living in an age where it's just beyond Like, it's not, we're not buying things that, like, ever since the fucking Bitcoin craze, I think everything got fucking immensely butchered. Like, it was never this expensive for graphics cards ever. And then it was just, there was such ravenous demand, especially with Bitcoin popping off, with the pandemic happening, so everyone was inside. So everyone wanted, like, the best shit ever to play games. Oh my god, did that ever just skew the entire landscape? So the fact that Nvidia's, like, dropping the price to probably still where they're making an ungodly profit, because I think they just do. Yeah, it is wild. And it's a shame that, like, there's only really two manufacturers that make graphics cards. It's Radeon and Nvidia. Or AMD, I should say. AMD and Nvidia. So the fact that Intel's coming in, and Intel might be like, yeah, we're going to make the most, like, bang for your buck kind of vibe. Even though people fucking hate us because of CPUs. We might be the, like, don't buy their CPUs, buy their GPUs kind of company, which, hey, that works. Also, apparently this guy sounds delightful. Here's a companion that we should totally get.
And Barb! Hey, hello.
Yep, that's Skeever. He sounds like a Skeever. Yeah, he's a drunk guy companion. Apparently, has like fucking 2,000 voice lines. Like some crazy man just screaming to a microphone about weird quest shit. What a weird thing. And his beautiful haircut. Hopefully with Intel, yeah. Again, I'm hopeful for the future of that. I still think it's possible for you to like run some capacity for your video games over like the internet. You know how like Google had their Stadia, not Stadia, is it Stadia? Google Stadia. I feel like that technology shouldn't have been used to run an entire game, but I think it'd be cool if they ever created like a software or an engine that helped like offload texture quality of some capacity, rendering to that. I think that would make a little more sense rather than rendering the entire game in a separate thing, but you like render the most important inputs on board, and then you render like things like graphic fidelity and quality on another thing. But maybe that's not in any way how that could possibly work. Who knows? But I think that would make a little more sense. But alas, what was the other character we have? This was tempting. Oh no, yeah, this was kind of tempting. This is a character called Keisha. She's basically like a child, like an Argonian child that sounds pretty cute.
Hey, you look like the adventuring type, right?
Kind of like a little anime, like people say it's like a God of War vibe.
Volty said it can work that way and some exist.
It can work that way and some exist. Ooh, okay, that's pretty cool to see. That's possible. But yeah, this is supposed to be like a God of War vibe where you have like this weird fucking thief child who's like keeping you company and all that shit. Apparently she talks with other people. Kind of weird, but I guess if you want your God of War Atreus vibe, you got this. So yeah, the Skyrim equivalent, a cat thing that's vibing with you. Yuck. Ugh, yuck. We might switch over to good old Zenless in a bit. But, guys, got anything else? We got a puppy here also. Guys, got anything else for us to ramble about?
McFluffican said, Dragonborn, I choose you. Catches ashes, probably.
Catches ashes, bah! Yes, we have this cute dog, which I did not download. I did not get it. Don't touch the dog. This character I did download, because I thought her voice actually sounded pretty awesome. And she looked very much like frankly, an impossible feat. A pretty Breton, honestly. They all look a little rough. But she looks kind of like a centurion, like a little Roman, a little bit.
And detached, so Caesar brings a nice simplicity.
Oh, finally, you have appeared. You look like you can handle yourself, but I'm wondering if you can use some company.
It's okay, it's pretty good. I thought it sounded nice. Yeah, she's the same thing. She got a lot of voice lines, seems fun. She's a good person to have around, so we've got her as well. I will say, it is all, we should have probably downloaded a dude or a thing of a kind, because we do just have like three female companions, but say lovey. Say lovey. Yeah. That is one that we also downloaded. I don't know if I downloaded the face retexture because it did look better in the thing, but dude, sometimes screenshots for Skyrim mods for the face look crazy. And yes, why doesn't the chat why does the chat hate my message? They're just getting into the oh no. Can I do anything from here? No, let me see. Yeah, it doesn't really let me fuck with your name a little bit. No, I wish I could make you a VIP. I just don't know how to do it from here. I don't know why it hates you so much. Can I see the messages here if I do this? Hey, that one went through. Hey, why does the chat hate my messages? It's like 5070 or 5090, hopefully with Intel public. Yeah, no, that's all I got. Yeah, it's weird. It's weird. Probably your network. Yeah, it might be. Maybe just like it's delayed, like it gets eaten. But you don't think it would like let it go through. Huh. Probably your networks. Fluff says switch to all messages instead of top. I've seen most of yours. I've seen most of, yeah, I thought I've seen most of it too, but yeah. Also, I tend to read all the ones I see from most people. So like if I haven't, yeah. So some probably got eaten. Nog says, nah, they aren't even posting into the chat at all. Not even counting TTS. Dang. And I definitely default to all messages when I open up the comment. Yeah, it's weird because also like I've completely dethroned our like safeguards. Like we don't like every comment can be posted except for I think links. This is the only thing that like YouTube just doesn't allow. Oh, okay, so this is fun. This was the mod I did install. Did we miss anything? No. This is also another mod I installed. Apparently this one just got updated. It's very edgy. I think it's gonna be fun just to fuck with a little bit because this one's called Katana, and it's 3 different companion mods, and it's just a lot, but also kind of cool, dude. She like teleports behind people and shit. Apparently there's like 3 other voiced characters. She looks kind of nice too. She definitely like she's using her katana kind of like a hatchet, which is a little weird, but hey. But we also got her along with 3 other companions, which come with her, and have like I think this is like the most dialogue I've ever seen in a companion mod, where it has like fucking 5,000 or something crazy. Yeah, I think that's it because I don't think the other one I found isn't here. Yeah. There was 2 messages that I tried to send through and TTS to kill the drunk bastard NAO. So I figured TTS didn't like me saying that. But it didn't even post it. Yeah. I don't think that would be the case because we don't have any protections on the chat. Like there should be no like weird safeguard of like, oh, you're being aggressive. You can't be here. It shouldn't be a thing, you know. But yeah, she basically teleports behind people. By the way, it's Katana Lady, but she just sounds a little edgy. But we'll have to. I think that's the point of mods. You know, the point of the companion. Some companion mods feel real immersive, feel cozy in the world. Other companion mods are there to be like, Jesus, I feel like that missed. But I mean, you're putting yourself out there, so I can appreciate that very much. The one character that I thought about, and I know some people who are OG Skyrim lovers are gonna really hate me for this, but this was the only one. Oh no, I don't know if it's here. Yeah, I don't think it's here. She's like the OG Skyrim person, but she sounds very... It's tough. Yeah, I don't think she's here, but it's tough. She has like a really thick, kind of like Swedish accent, and it's on a bit of a crispy mic, and she's like one of the most popular followers. She has like, I think, so much dialogue in her kit, but it just sounds all a little too immersive breaking for me. But yeah, we didn't go with that one. Let's see. Probably YouTube blocking such messages. There's hidden in the YouTube center. Maybe. Yeah. Possible, but there wasn't any stream error, and the ID is my weak link always, historically at least. Oh, okay. But it's working now, so at least. Yeah, it's true. At least this is not completely fucking blown up, you know? But other than that, just to kind of reminisce really quick about what our future whole ass week of streaming is going to be. It is going to be Skyrim VR. And again,
McFlufferkin said probably Vila. Tried her. Quests broke and her personality got to be tiresome, so I cannot recommend.
Yes, it's Vilja. Yeah, Vilja. I think that's how it's pronounced, Vilja. And it's what do you call it? Yeah, it seemed like too much to me. Like again, there's moments when like, I don't know. It's hard to describe. But like, there's some characters that just feel like abrasive to me, and I don't know what it is. It's not even that they're immersive breaking. It's just that they don't feel real in any way. Like it's almost like there's characters in the game which kind of like really seem like they're embodying like whatever trope they are. Like, so this is a great example. This is like a weird cutesy kind of thing.
I think by listening to this clip,
fox. Now, can you get... Yes, I am indeed a talking fox. Now, can you get me some food? Rabbit meat? Please?
So yeah, she's a fox with a very cutesy...
He's like, it's a hit or miss. It'll be hit or miss for you. I think it's kind of cute, but yeah, I kind of thought it was a little weird. But anyways, he kind of gives the, like there's characters like that, or like Recorder, or what's her name? I think like the best example is the companion that we actually had in the game, like last time we were doing Skyrim VR. She at least to me felt like, she like, so there's two versions of companions. One that feels like they're playing who the voice actor is, like they're just like amplifying themselves, and they like, you're not a Skyrim character, but you are you, so that feels genuine. Then there's some characters that are like this lady, who is, where is this lady?
Will thee be upon thy way?
She like feels like she's immersed in this world, someone you could like stumble upon, a little bit from Soulsy, but Dark Soulsy, but yeah. So those are the two things. The character of Vilja didn't feel like she was any of them. It felt almost like she wasn't voicing herself as a personality type, and she was instead reading a script, but she didn't really sell the fact that she was this character, and she didn't really like seem like she was her own personality. It seemed like she was just like a vessel to talk, and that feels just like, it makes me feel like uncanny valley weird shit. Like, it makes me feel aversion. So yeah, but that's why I picked some of the other things. So at least they sounded like, maybe they're not like immersive per se, but they at least sound believable in one way or another. Whether it's believable as the character you're playing, or believable in the sense that you're just like, this is you in real life, and you're just amping up your character, and you're just kind of talking about how you would want to talk in Skyrim, which is, at least that feels real, at least, you know, rather than both things feeling fake, you know. I believe Talsin was on screen previously. He's an XL Thalmor agent. Yeah, he seemed cool. I also seen the developer who's working on him in the comments of this video, talking about how like they're planning on adding more, and they're planning on making him romanceable and all these things, but they have jobs, they can't manage everything, kind of thing, which is fair. Yeah.
McFlufferkin said exactly why I cannot recommend Recorder.
Yeah.
She breaks the fourth wall too much for my liking.
Yeah, I don't know if I would mind Recorder in that way, because like I said, like so long as they're either doing one or the other, then that's fine. Like I think so long as they are either like really immersed in the world of Skyrim, like playing up this like dark fantasy mage, then that can sell. And I think the other thing can also sell, which is like, I'm just a personality. Even if I don't belong in Skyrim, I'm such a personality that it still feels like at least you seem real. Like something has to be real. Either the mod author who's voicing them, who's, you know, quirky and weird anyway, or the role that you're playing. It's tough when neither is done. Where like, not only are you like playing a role, but you also aren't really like connecting to that role. You're not like really delivering the role either. And then also, it's not just that you're not doing a role, it's that the voice that you're using doesn't feel like it's what you actually want to say.
Said like Deadpool lol.
Yeah, Deadpool breaking the fourth wall. I don't mind the fourth wall break as much, personally, but I could see how people could like, it could be thrown out of your experience. Again, I like Red kind of mentioned, I think it was Red, or maybe it was somebody else, but it's not like we don't have like a voice in our head constantly talking about random shit. So it's not like we have immersion anyway. but yes. But ladies and gentlemen, I think that's basically it. Again, just for the Skyrim thing, we have a badass lich path, hopefully. I really hope we're not just like boned. Like the lich path is like, yeah, it's basically like we're screwed as far as like being able to do all the other quest lines. I don't think it'd be that way. I could see it being like, no, you're going to become a lich, but you're still human. Probably like you could transform into a lich, probably. Something like that. I'll have to ask Kat whenever he pops in, either today or tomorrow, or today or Monday. So I got all those mods down.
McFlufferkin said the other issue for Recorder was repetition of those lines, reminding me I'm in a video game and referring to other IPs rather than like how they handled Ciri's dimension hopping.
Okay, Ciri's. It was the Witcher character here. Like she's a companion. Interesting. Huh. Yeah, I tend to fall for the volume quite a bit. Like the pure volume of companion lines to me is a nice sell, because it feels like that volume hints at like either they're having a really fleshed out companion quest, or there being some other weird stuff involved, like them reacting to like when you're doing the base story. That is going to be the thing, though. Yeah, I want to catch up, like do a little bit of the stuff that we did on my time. So like do a little bit of the Mage Guild, do a little bit of like the Skyrim, getting the Dragon Souls, that kind of stuff on my time, and then go from there, I guess. But I'm kind of trying to play by ear because I don't want to like do so much stuff and then not have my companions react to those stuff with me. And I don't want to not go get I want to start the stream with us going to get our companions, not being like, fuck, I have had my companion the whole time. I've been hearing them talk the whole time. It shouldn't be that bad to catch up, especially if I'm driving forward of what we need to do and things like that. But yes, I will say I did look. This is one thing I want to ask Fluff, because I know he knows the Ordinator mod really well. But I tried to look into like what would be a telekinesis like mod or a skill tree. I thought it was alteration, but I didn't see anything in the Ordinator skill tree that hinted at like any advantage of alteration in any capacity. So I was kind of like, oh, is it just like you still find a spell and it will just work? It's not like there's any sort of specific telekinesis type of spell in there.
Lone Syndicate said, P.S. I'm still here, just making dinner.
Gotcha. I was about to say, Lone's a little bit quiet, but we're happy you're still here, buddy. Also, what you making? No, but it's a Witcher 3. They have series supposedly dimension hopping into Cyberpunk 77 world, but she described it as someone that isn't familiar with such technology. Ooh, okay. That's kind of cute. I like that. But yeah, that's the only thing that I wanted to ask, is that weird thing. But ladies and gentlemen, I think we are going to switch over to some woo-wah, because I need to grind more of the story.
McFlufferkins said telekinesis is a vanilla alteration spell. Perks don't directly improve it outside of magicka efficiency.
Got it. So, what is there? There's telekinesis mods in the magic mods that I have, right, Fluff? I think I have Apocalypse. I have the thing I think you just mentioned, which is that like mysticism, and then I have some other stuff. I thought I had like one other one that was quite a lot. I was watching that Foos video though, but the guy was like, I detoggled Apocalypse mods because they seem way too overpowered for like vanilla play. And then I look, and the mod author took that out of the fucking mod pack. And I'm like, why the fuck? That's such a toggleable thing. Like, why would you take that out? You should absolutely make that like a toggleable, like, hey, if you want this, if you don't want this, sure. And that goddamn guy was like, it's not very lawyer friendly. It breaks the game. And I'm like, god damn you. Now I have to go find that mod and hope I can install it without breaking. Anyways. Phase cam. All right, let us move over to the stuff. The thing. Yes. Withering Waves. Oh. I'll find the mods I have for my single modified Gate of Sovngarde collection. Gotcha. Yeah, I will. I hope I can. The issue is, Fluff, I hope I can install them without things breaking a little bit. Yeah. The only thing I will say, when I was doing mod organizer stuff, I got a couple like little pop-ups that said like, we would prefer if this mod was higher on the chain of executables, so I hope it's still fine. It didn't say like in red, it was just
Lone
like...
Syndicate said currently making spaghetti.
Ooh, spaghetti. Dude, spaghetti is so good. Dude, you know what? I fucking... dude, my digestion is so shit, but I had like a handful of... I don't know, it's like oats. It's like a little bit of granola with like seeds and like, I don't know, some shavings of coconut, I guess. But it's just basically like a that. And I had a little pinch of it, and I ate it, and my body was just like, you better eat more of that. But then I eat it, like I eat a lot of it, or not I eat a lot. I like have like a little bit of yogurt with it, and I'll just die. So maybe it's just the yogurt. Maybe I just need to like eat plain granola, but like just eating plain granola, I feel like a psychopath. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm trying to hunt for the quick, like, good lunch thing. You know, like right now, I feel like a burrito is fucking the best. Or a Crunchwrap Supreme. Throw some hamburger in a thing. Throw some chips on top of it. It's a little scuffed, but yeah. Cheese,
Ignoring Fetus
spicy
said
sauce.
Have whatever mod you want to take priority to be loaded last. Usually means you have 2 mods modding the same type of thing, if not exactly the same thing.
Have whatever mod you want to take priority to be loaded last. Usually means you have 2 mods modded. Oh, okay. Huh, okay. Okay, so I put it at the very bottom? Weird, because I thought if I was operating like I downloaded like CBE body because that's what one of the companion mods requires, and then I put it at the top of the mods I installed. Maybe I should put it at the bottom. I thought it worked as like this loads first, and then it will load the second thing. So if it loads the body first, then it loads the companion, and then that will take from the previous resource that like at the top. But perhaps that is wrong. This. Are we ready to talk Italian for a couple? Yeah. Oh. Dude, I still haven't woken up. I just... I feel like I'm perma-sick. Do you guys see my nice coat? I got this for Christmas, and it's just the best, dude. I can't fucking grab it. Oh, it's like the inside material is this. Look at that. It's the coziest thing. And it's just it's so nice, but it's too warm to where like if I wear it for too long, I start to overheat, you know. But it is fire. Maybe I'm dehydrated. Maybe I just want to feel like top of my game, and I just can never feel that way because I'm getting older, and that's just long since dead. I don't know. Oh, I'm gonna throw up in my mouth. I'll find the thing for Savantgarde, spaghetti. Oh, here we go.
Gnawing Fetus said last loaded takes priority. Okay. That's why you load UESP first, so it fixes everything before you change shit. Like it loads the top first, and keeps it going until it hits the bottom kinda deal.
Did anything happen?
Nog, are you locked in right now? Are you locked in right now? Because I might ask you to help me right now. Because I just like this. I'm not. Yeah, this is the best I can do right now. The best I can do is the bare minimum. Let us pull this up. Can you just quickly scan it and help me to see like what the fuck that just meant? I know it's Skyrim script extender. I think is what you're talking about. SP. Wait a minute. Okay, good. It'll load. It'll take a millennia, but it'll be here. All right, so I downloaded all these. I followed the video. It said you want to add mods, add a new directory folder thing. Bang. These are all the mods I have. We have Ordinator. We have we have Apocalypse. We have Tertian, which I think required one of the things I wanted. Because of all these companion mods, they say, do you want to pick a body type? And I'm like, I don't know what body type I have. I type in like any sort of CBE body type stuff. Nothing pops up, so I just went with like,
Gnawing Fetus said CBE. WOA. What are the red ones?
These red ones? These are just the logs. Yeah. This was just here at a base, these two. So this is like, you scroll down to the bottom, and these two were just here by default. I think it's just like Foos, resource patch, and then this one is, the other one is same thing. I think it's logs and file tweaks. And that's at the bottom. Is that where that is probably? One of these other ones? Yeah, it's also synthesizer for Foos Ruda, which is the preset that I'm running on. So, yes. We also have race menu, which I added because I asked as well. Whiterun 3-point thing. That was also something I asked. Skyrim Undeath. That's huge. This is the Lich thing that we got. Main files, Grimoires, Magnus Robes, Summary Mist, whatever that is. Immersive Armor. Interesting NPCs. That's what Kat said to download as well. Katana, that's the companion we just got. Kisa, which is neat. And then we have the Kisa Replacer, which I think is that one. We got Morgan, the follower. Then we got Morgan's Replacer visual thing. We got the Express facial animations. So are you telling me that like Morgan is the companion mod, and then the visual Replacer should be on top of her, not the bottom, so that it loads the... Yeah, if it loads bottom up, then wouldn't that mean it would load the visual Replacer and then Morgan, which wouldn't that be confusing? Okay, then cool. Then red use mean major conflict. No, the red here is just these two. So I don't feel there's no conflict. It seems like the only thing I did have is when I like implemented Katana, things at the bottom here would be like, hey, the load priority you should put that higher. Like it said, Katana would prefer being higher than 114, which is the load order that I had. I think I'm good. I do worry that like that's really nice to know though, because if I do, I'm gonna troubleshoot this again tonight just to see, probably like grind a little bit too, and I'll see if I go to look at Katana and doesn't look good at all. Actually, I don't think I downloaded anything to replace her for Katana. I did for Kisa, I think is whatever her name is. So if I look and she doesn't have the replacer, then I'll just put this above it, and then that hopefully will apply. I think that makes sense. All right, let's jump back to the game.
McFlufferkin said the 3 main spell edition mods I have for my collection are Mysticism, included in Gate to Sovngarde, Apocalypse,
We have Apocalypse.
added with compatibility patches where necessary, and Forgotten Magic redone.
The compatibility patches.
Gnawing Fetus said, yeah, load UESP first, unofficial patch, then graphical mods, then stuff that affects base mechanics, then quests, then NPCS.
I don't know what you mean. Like, yeah, I'm confused a little bit. I'm also not, maybe I should wait till it breaks. Like, because it seems to, I followed the guide, and this is a big old mob pack, so hopefully it's all in the right thing. The only thing I didn't do with Farfus, the guy said, like, at the end, you should take the plugins that are, like, these set plugins and put them at the very bottom. So maybe that has something to do with what you're talking about those, like, that being the last thing that it reads. I probably will do that. But also, again, we'll probably play until we get to a point where, like, oh, something conflicted, and then that's when we'll have to troubleshoot stuff. Because right now it does seem to be working, so I don't want to, like, go in there and shift around shit and then possibly break it. So, but I do like that you're giving me information that I could possibly call upon if that is the problem, you know, if that is clearly what's breaking, etc.
McFlufferkin said perk overhaul I'm using is Adamant. It's closer to vanilla, but it merges lockpicking and pickpocketing into one perk tree, security, and turns the now empty tree into unarmed.
And that works with the Ordinator skill tree? Because the mod initially had all of those things in it, Fluff. Like the initial skill tree had Ordinator everything. So like Ordinator hand-to-hand combat, Ordinator lockpicking, Ordinator all these things. But I had to disable all of them to apply what was it? No, sorry. I kept saying the same thing. Adamant was the thing that was on there, and then to install Ordinator, I untoggled all of those set things. So would I have to like reinstall Ordinator's mods and then see if the config is going? What's good, JT? DJ says, I forgot how big 1.0 was because I'm still having so much content to get through. Yeah, man, I haven't even...
Gnawing Fetus said, amen. If it ain't broken, don't fix it. But if you think you have a mod that's supposed to do something, that doesn't happen, then it's a load order
Got
issue.
it. So that's
what yellow usually means.
Got it. And it usually will tell you that, right? Like I've loaded it up a couple times, so usually doesn't Mono Organizer say like, this is red, like this is conflicting with something else. When it's yellow, I didn't see any yellow there, so maybe if it crashes or something like that, that will be when it is. Yeah. Because it makes sense that people say Foos is, like the game is running crazily well, like wildly well. When I'm playing
McFlufferkin said it does not work with Ordinator, at least not by default. They're two different perk overhauls. Ordinator is a bigger overhaul that expands the tree significantly. If you want dedicated unarmed,
go with that. But we're missing out on we're playing a Lich, so we kind of have to have like the absurd conjuration stuff a little bit, you know. And I don't think Ordinator has. Sorry, I don't think Adamant has all those other things. You know, I don't think Adamant has very good like conjuration skill tree. Like at least with there's not that much. There's not much. Again, it's weird shit. Like Ordinator has stuff that like to me I wouldn't really consider. It's like, hey, if you want to do necromancy, they last a little longer. They get a little stronger. It's not like what I wanted, which is like, hey, when you take 30% damage, you summon like 10 skeletons.
Gnawing Fetus said, yeah,
like 3 skeletons.
Red is straight override issues. Yellow is load order type, green is peachy, and blue is combined, I think.
Oh, okay.
Or used to be back in the day.
That makes sense. So I haven't got any of those lights yet. So when I get some of those lights, I gotta panic and start figuring out what the hell to do. Gotcha. That's really nice to know, though. Get like a crash course on how to balance test all these things. Ordinator moves unarmed perks nodes to the light armor skill tree instead of heavy. Ooh, I like that. Oh, no, sorry, yeah. Ordinator, yeah, but Ordinator only has like 2 perks that affect unarmed. And it's all stamina based. It's shitty. That's the only thing I don't like. It's like if Ordinator had like more intricate, like, hey, like again, I think there was like an unarmed skill tree thing that literally said like, you put more points in this, you do more unarmed damage, which makes sense because you don't have any weapons, so you need to scale, like super scale your hands, just to be able to deal like some damage, you know. But it should be possible. We should still be able to kind of pseudo rock, be a weird Lich King who's punching people in the chest, full send. Also, so pretty, so pretty. Yeah. Ooh, things to kill.
The lovely smell of all.
You're supposed to be my friend. Why are you so evil? You look so cool too. Let's do one of these.
Iron graft.
Oh, is this one of those special ones?
Loading.
I don't think so. Also, did you guys hear the rumblings about a... Oh, I don't know what it is, dude. There's apparently a character that has, like, big personality, and I think she's supposed to be an animo user, or maybe an elf. I don't know, man. The leaks are crazy. The leaks are putting, like, me in a tailspin where I'm like, I don't know, man. I'm not even sure what it's gonna be. There we go. And then we do one of these, and it should be dead.
McFluffican said Adamant has a full unarmed tree. Speech also does shout boost similar to Ordinator. It's a bit more than vanilla perk totals for Adamant, while Ordinator requires additional methods to get points.
Let me read this. I gotta lock in. Adamant has a full unarmed tree.
Gnawing Fetus said Grin. Like 10 years ago there was a mod that twerked the fuck out of unarmed combat. I doubt it's been taken down, but maybe broken. But also fucked if I remember what it was called.
Yeah.
Lone Syndicate said, you have my attention. Grin, what is this character?
It's a character that I think... man. So there's a character coming down the pipeline that's supposed to be animo-based. People are really excited for Brant because apparently he uses... the idea that he's supposed to be a healer is dying a little bit. And instead he seems like he's going to be a saber user that uses flintlock pistols. And people are speculating he's going to do a decent amount of damage with those flintlock pistols. Which is cool. There's a character though. I think that's what it is. I think she's supposed to be a Havoc character that has a very, or maybe it's Animo. It's either Havoc or Animo. I can't remember. But it's one of these characters. But the lady who was talking about it, the like AI voice I was watching talk about leaks, was basically saying like, hey, she's gonna be very, very well endowed. I just don't know if she was Havoc based or Animo based. But I thought the interesting thing is we're actually getting another Havoc person pretty soon here. And we're also getting one Animo. But, yeah, I haven't seen it. There's no, even hint at her yet. And I don't know if she is the elf Animo person that people are talking about or if she's not. I don't know. But regardless, what was seemingly obvious to this lady who is leaking stuff was that she is extremely well endowed for whatever reason. And considering that we already have characters that are pretty back problems adjacent. I don't know why that, how much bigger is bigger in a world where gluttony is already apparent, you know what I mean? Or abnormality is already plenty abnormal. Yeah, Animator is a full unarmed skill tree. Speech also does the shout thing with boosts similar to Ordinator. That's pretty cool. It's a bit more than vanilla perks. Total for Adamant, while Ordinator requires methods to get points. Yeah, maybe I done fucked up. I didn't spend any points yet, so I think I could... I think you can replace the skill tree stuff so long as you haven't spent any skill points in the skill tree thing. Then I don't think they get eaten, which luckily I haven't yet. So I might fuck with that. I might go with Adamant over the other
Lone
things.
Syndicate said, how big are we talking, Grin?
I don't know. That's the thing. That's they didn't show any images. They just said that the AI voice was saying these are the characters coming down the pipeline. And supposedly there was a character that was her one defining feature. Despite I think her being a Havoc user, was she out here? She out here going crazy, and I'm like, what? What are you talking about? But yeah.
Welcome, traveler. I am the Harbour Master. Where do you wish to go?
Why do you seem quiet, my dude? Oh my God, so many files. Where this? That's why you quiet. This.
You intend to navigate the Sea of Clouds? Surely you've noticed today's weather.
Buddy.
I'm afraid it's far from ideal for sailing.
We're 5 hours into a quest line with very minimal blood on our hands. We need to soak up.
Yeah,
okay.
We've seen storms before, but nothing like this.
Sense.
I wonder what's causing it.
I'm on the clock.
I suggest you sit it out before departing.
I'm on the clock.
I see. If that's the case, you can take the gondola in the harbour. But please, be careful.
Gnawing Fetus said as long as they don't affect the same skill tree, they could be used together easily. If they do, well, that gets messy then.
Yeah, well, there is one that I have that, like, there is theoretically no unarmed skill tree in the Ordinator one. But there is, but like Fluff's saying, I think what the Alga something, Adamant, one, it has one that basically does add a standalone, like, unarmed one. But I wonder if it just replaces light armor with that, so we basically are eating up light armor. I'm not sure, but yes. I also might just use, yeah.
McFlufferkin said Adamant and Ordinator are not compatible.
Yeah. I might just fuck with Adamant, because, yeah, I kind of, ooh, who's the, oh, this is her. This is the character you got pulled.
Perfect.
Boo.
There's still a gondola here. I believe your name is Noah, right?
My name is Rover, thank you very much. Or GRINN, but probably Rover, because no one fucking acknowledges our actual name. I think we're getting to a place where AI could easily do that, where, like, a voice actor could give the go-ahead to have, like, the AI voice their particular name, and that's it. Like, they'd have to be really, like, legally on top of, like, no, you can only say their name with our, like, AI-generated voice. But I think that'd be kind of neat.
It seems fate has brought us together once more. Don't you agree, kind sir?
Everyone knows to milk that goddamn FromSoft money, baby, and I'm locked in. Something about it, the cathedral music with a, like a, oh, Hunter kind of vibe. Yes. Go.
It seems you do remember me. That's right. We crossed paths at
Gnawing
Madame
Fetus
Yala's
said,
mask
oh yeah,
shop.
that mod is awesome. Use that mod. Fluff just unlocked that memory lol.
What is it? The unarmed skill tree replacer either lockpicking replaces either lockpicking or pickpocket, as those two are merged into security. Okay. Yeah. Okay, we'll probably do that. Yeah, because again, I looked at the Conjuration one, and there's not that many Giga mod things. You know, there's one where, like, you summon a skeever, but, like, that to me is like necromancer shit, where, like, it's like, yeah, or, like, the fact that I can, like, hyper boost my necromancer thing, but I think that's still, like, there's already spells that do that, you know? I don't know.
Truth be told, I need to catch the final train in the Nimbus Sanctum today. However, this lone gondola is all the harbour offers.
McFlufferkin said it's the Adamant perk skill overhaul that I'm referring to.
You know, it's built into the mod. I think that's the one I have. We had everything Adamant. So Adamant perk overhaul with this unarmed stuff. Yeah. I was gonna say though, Fluff, is in your entire playtime of Skyrim VR modding, do you remember that in one of the mod packs or spell packs that you have, that when you activate, like, a spell, there was a conjuration spell where, like, you just hold down the mana button and then you, like, summon a cat or, like, a skeleton. That was my favorite way of doing conjuration summoning. It wasn't just, like, summoning, boom, they're there. Summoning, boom, they're there. It was actually, like holding down the trigger, slowly burning your mana, and then you were able to, like, let go, despawn him instantly, and then respawn him in front of your face so that you could reposition them in better ways. Is that a spell mod, or is that, like, a specific type of spell mod that I don't have installed? Or I hope it's in, like, the in there somewhere, because it was by far my favorite way of doing, like, summoning, because it actually felt like you could have control over your summons rather than them just, like, casting them and they fucking run 10 miles away and you're like, what the fuck, dude? You're supposed to be defending me. But I could also just let go of my casting thing and he would be right in front of me.
So, since we share the same destination, would you mind also sharing this gondola with me?
I'm starting to get it. I'm starting to get why you guys pulled for her, okay? They're starting to really lean into the same thing that they used with the whole shorekeeper thing. I don't mind at all.
McFlufferkin said you had a spell that summoned a snake while you channeled it. I don't think it was from a perk overhaul, but a spell mod pack.
Yeah, that's my question. I'm wondering if, like, have you ever seen that in the mod pack? Because I think you have the same spell pack that I have, which is, like, Apocalypse and Mysticism, I think. Oh, God. Oh, jeez. Much obliged.
Well then, without further ado, let's be on our way.
Genshin could never. That's all I'll say. Genshin could never. Wow. Let me in. I'm soaked now. Oh, I can steer. Ooh, we can fucking drift.
Where is it coming from?
Gnawing Fetus said that sounds like a heavily modded spell overhaul Grin. Changing how things work are usually massive undertakings.
Sounds a bit different today.
Shit.
There are hints of sorrow and agony. Perhaps it's merely my fancy. Regardless, her melody will guide us through fog and storm to the heart of the Nimbus Sanctum.
The cloud
Lone Syndicate said we're going on a boat ride date with Carlotta now.
This could be Imperador's
I
test.
guess, but this is beautiful.
But we must leave.
Oh my god, dude. Again.
Do as you please. I'm not leaving. The relic of the Ancient One is here, somewhere. I must...
I just love the response. I'm sorry, I hate to pause it like this, but I think it's so fucking funny that, like, the biggest criticism they ever got for this game was, like, it looks pretty bland. And you can just tell the fucking designers like, fuck you. You want to see bland? I'll show you, you pussy. I'll destroy you.
There seem to be reverberations hidden in the sea of clouds.
And?
Perhaps you've heard that this was once the Order's seminary. It appears that even after the clouds consumed it, the reverberations of its members linger on. Maybe the anomalies in the sea of clouds are stirring them to life once.
Sorry. Sorry, yeah. We picked a bad time to stop. This was really nice.
It seems we have some time before the train arrives. How about a little chat to pass the time?
I'm actually waiting for somebody.
Lone Syndicate said Kuro was like, oh bland huh,
Well,
hold my beer.
I'll kill you.
Where shall we begin? The city, an abomination of chaos, claims its first death at birth. Its mortality has become our sustenance, like a whale that slowly sinks into the abyss. This comment on Raguna comes from Rosselli, a painter from the past. Tragically, he died in poverty, his work overlooked. Now,
Sorry, I thought I was done.
What is your impression of Raguna so far?
McFlufferkin said the criticism likely was due to most of the first region was just generic post-APOC ruins outside of the city, or the 1.1 area. There's a lot of areas that are beautiful, but post-APOC is overdone.
Yeah, no, for sure. I didn't say the criticism was like I didn't personally think the criticism was unvalid. For sure, it was like it was not the best. They could use more color. I also didn't think it was bad though. I think that's the only thing we remember talking about a lot. Where like people didn't like. There's only some locations that were pretty bad. Like the general, I think is pretty barren. But then there were like that beautiful tree that like grew with a beautiful amount of light and stuff like that. So the game always had this in it, but I do prefer more color than less. You know. The people are very passionate. Profit-driven place full of corruption. A city of faith. People are very passionate. I think it's fair. People seem locked in.
Passionate. Indeed. Passion is a quality the Raganesi possess in abundance. It's also why the Carnival is so eagerly anticipated. Raguna has many facets. Most people only see one side of it, but for me, it's like two sworn enemies are forcibly bound together. That's Raguna. A city where tradition and innovation, openness and isolation ceaselessly wrestle for dominance.
That's a pretty cool way to put it.
That is why the Montelli and Physalia families are in a constant clash, as you may have seen. The Montellis champion innovation, staking all on the Carnival. Meanwhile, the Physalias cling to tradition, colluding with the shadows that lurk in Raguna's depths.
We hate them.
Fortunately, this long struggle behind the curtains will soon come to an end. Not because of the two families, but because of you.
McFlufferkin said, I just remembered that GT mentioned Shadowheart's VA was doing a voice for Wuwa, and now I hear it.
That her?
One more incentive to get Carlotta, I guess.
Ooh, you're gonna go for. She does look. They're laying it on thick. I'll be honest. They're pretty. It's like She got the from stuff thing. I don't think there's a person out here who's not like, I'm locked in. I'm locked into when she speaks.
Me?
Yes. You. The fated one. Perhaps you're not merely entangled in Raguna's conflict, but are, in fact, the very eye of the storm.
Pretty language. I was gonna say,
the city's fate may well rest upon your shoulders.
Oh, that sound hit at the fucking best time possible. Oh my god. I can hardly buy that. Are you serious? Are you serious? You following me right now?
You may not have noticed it yet.
Original Baldur's Gate
But we
characters.
are, and have been, in the same boat for a long time.
Stalker. Creepy ass stalker. We've seen her at the very beginning. As soon as we touched down on port, she was there creeping in the background. She's a stalker freak, honestly, but also possibly could be. I don't know. Oh, I forgot. I completely brainwaved myself there. I thought I was going to say something. Stalker. Let's just go stalk. Yeah. Another boat.
Ah, there's the train. It's time to say goodbye now.
Do you hear like gurgle noises when you're inside of it, like a stomach? Ugh.
I didn't catch your name.
I'll tell you next time. As for now, let's keep it a mystery.
Very close shot, but okay.
Until we meet again, fated one, may you find your own path in Raguna.
They fucking are cooking, dude. I'm locked in. Her hair movement, the fucking lighting behind, the weird fucking Alice in Wonderland creatures all around us. Her weird voice and shit. Oh! I will say, it's tough because the first part of the game is still pretty rough. So, you gotta work your ass off to get to this point, but when you get here, boy, whew, you eating. But, yeah, well, I know you can't skip to this point, I think. I think they didn't mention that where you can, like, fucking just jump here. So if you're like, you do that part when you kind of have experienced all this other stuff. Because, yeah, there's not really much of a hint of, like, going here to there, so, yeah.
GTTMH said, am I colorblind or is she wearing fuchsia and not red question mark?
Maybe.
I never expected this.
You've been here before?
No, but I've seen paintings of the seminary in the cathedral. It had an enormous dome and spires that seemed to touch the heavens. Then the order was forced to abandon it when a sea of clouds swallowed it.
We're just vibing. That it? We're done? I didn't know you guys were here with us. As you guys caught up? I don't know. The main story is really long, but by the way, Grin, good luck. Yay! Woo! Oh, yay! I mean, I'm enjoying it. I don't think I'm going to be able to do it on stream. I'm going to have to start chunking it down, which is fine. But yeah, it's a shame because I do quite enjoy doing it with you guys. It's kind of a fun little happening. You know what I mean? Not many people bother to know a specific color rate. Yeah, me neither. I'm pretty toxic man about it. Where I'm like, it's blue, or I bet the most I know is cyan and like green and like light green and lighter green. You know what I mean? Yeah, and darker green. it's just it's not great. Also, I don't like being in the shadowy water. All right.
Have you also come to repent and seek forgiveness? The Sentinel has revealed a path to resist temptation and corruption. We need only devote ourselves wholly to Lorelei.
We're just here to see Lorelei.
Patience. I see your eagerness for enlightenment, like our new brothers.
Okay.
You've removed your masks, but your hearts, they're still veiled.
Fuchsia, whatever that is a red color, more of a purple. Okay. Yeah, definitely like a weird off-red.
Everyone here wears a mask. Everyone in Raguna, without exception, never unmasked.
Are we gonna get a character
This
skin?
is the source of our suffering. The mask veils our hearts.
Perverts, all of them.
Like our new brothers,
She has a person
they
who likes
wear
masks.
peculiar masks of madness. Poor souls tormented by evil desires. May they find peace in Lorelei's embrace.
Evil desires.
Yes, their masks are filled with madness, but even wrongdoers can seek redemption from Lorelei. The Sentinel granted Lorelei this authority, and no one can take it away.
That's one of the weird things, man. Like the matter, like if you're ever like a betting man, if there's any sort of Catholic like after party, especially in the mid ages times, it got weird. It's like, hey, just suppress, fucking unload in like crazy debauchery shit. So it's weird. I mean, it kind of makes sense. You spend your whole day being like, I'm the perfect wife, I am so good, and then you just get crazy whenever you go to these weird mass parties.
Follow Lorelei's song and your heart, and you may meet Our Lady. But if your transgressions are beyond redemption,
We know who the lady is.
You'll be lost in the sea of clouds forever.
Zani's tie is red, as most of the color in Camiletta's design is, while Carlet is a weird off red type, purpley red thing. Yeah. What if I was just colorblind this whole time? I just never knew. It was like, that's purple, Grin. I'm like, that looks red. Oh god. The amount of times I've seen streamers like have the shocking realization that they're actually colorblind on stream is hilarious.
So what should we do to see Lorelei?
Do you seek an audience with Lorelei? Sadly, you've come at a bad time. Lorelei is furious, and our mortal bodies can't withstand her wrath. We've sealed the path to her domain.
We'll be fine.
We appreciate the explanation, but we believe Lorelei is in danger. We're here to help her. Someone's planning to exploit her powers.
The path has been closed. You must leave.
Yeah, it's us. Us, we're the ones.
Gnawing Fetus said most men are some form of
Doesn't look like we'll be
colorblind.
talking our way past him.
I thought it...
Let's find another way, Robert.
I thought I did a test, and they were like, "You're locked in." I got pretty good eyes. I probably shouldn't, dude. Isn't it hilarious that the person who has like it's funny. My dad is losing his sight not sight, but he's getting better and better glasses as he ages, as most people do. I'm sure I'm gonna hit that wall too, but it's one of the things I'm kind of okay with. My eyes are pretty good, all things considered. Considering I look at monitors all day and everything that they tell me not to do, I'm literally looking at VR.
McFlufferkin said, given that there's some streamers that haven't even changed the refresh rate of their monitors, I figure most also don't calibrate the colors.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. I thought we did a colorblind test. No, I don't think we did that, sir. I thought I did one where I'm like, yeah, that's just red. That's that. I don't think I have a single area of color that I can't see. Even there's like a weird one where like certain people can't see purple or something from like variant of a certain color. I thought I could. Again, my eyes are like the only thing that I got. Like again, I draw the shorthand, literally, but my eyes, at least right now, they're pretty okay. My genetic capacity does not look like it's always going to be good because my dad's getting like blind. My mom's also getting really blind, but again, they're pushing 40, 50. So, yeah, that's part of the course at this point. Look at all these flowers. I love the music, dude. I definitely am going to download it. Actually, it's like a little ting, like little da-da-da sounds behind. I can't fucking do it. You know what I mean, though. Hello. Creepy, lovely animal. People, love you.
Mistletoe, you're here.
Yeah, the fact that people can't, the monitor thing is crazy to me. The fact that people can't like immediately know they're not playing at max refresh rate is insane.
McFlufferkin said, I've seen just about every example of colorblind tests, and I have seen the numbers, letters that are meant to be there. The only time I didn't see a number was due to it being visible to colorblind.
Oh. What if you could see that one too? What if your brain's just all kind of fucked up? Is there a test we could take on stream right now to see if we're colorblind? I would love if someone in chat is like watching the stream. They're like, what? That's just purple. Oh, that'd be so fucking funny. See someone's world just be like, what? Oh no. Chirp chirp.
This is Mistletoe, one of the missing echoes. They probably followed the singing. Mistletoe, do you know how to remove the barrier?
Now, how would an Echo know that?
McFlufferkin said there's multiple. I can link one or more.
Yeah, link me one. Let me a good one. I was gonna say the best are the ones you have. Nog says it's the oddity for men to have good color vision. If you're a female, you're mostly likely to be good. Well, guess what? Got some of that estrogen pumping through my brains. Body. I think it's body.
They say that we just need to sing a specific
I'm feeling
song.
bitchy today. Toxic.
You can understand what it's saying?
Listen, people who...
A specific song, huh? That's a direct lead. But which one?
I don't know. Cool. I'll be honest, I completely tuned out what they were talking about. Yeah. Hello, people.
Oh, I have been cleansed of my impure thoughts. I can finally escape from my wrong...
Sing, dance, for we have been granted peace and freedom.
Yes, we only need to relish this moment.
We'd like to see the lady.
Oh, you've also come to rid yourself of your misdeeds. Then join us. Sing with us.
Is it just me, or whenever I see people who are like very zealot based, kind of like real fucking god pilled or whatever, like this, they come across as like horny, I guess. I fucking real excitable, like, you know, like they're like clearly like I can lose my mind here.
The door has been shut. Simply sing along and it will open.
Just sing. Well, it doesn't look like we'll get more out of them.
You know, like they're really horny for Jesus or some sort of weird vibe. And you're like, all right, well, yeah, okay.
These inscriptions and markings on the stela seem to... But most of these are worn out and don't look like modern Renacita script. Phoebe, can you read any of it?
Let's see. This seems like an ancient holy script dedicated to recording the deeds of Sentinel Imperator. As for its content... I shall grant this power to, the Knight, Queen. May she, during the day, sea of clouds.
Got it.
Oh, much of this text is illegible. However, the adjacent drawing is mostly intact. It shows Sentinel Imperator speaking to a massive creature. And the creature slowly shifts from an immense amorphous form into a humanoid shape.
At the elf girl, everyone's hoping she's a character. She looks great.
Could it be Lorelei? After all, no other being that large lives above the sea of clouds.
Actually, I'm not sure if the other figure is the Sentinel. It looks a little different from the cathedral statues. Maybe it's just the lack of clarity in the drawing.
Anyway, does it mean Lorelei and the Sentinel are somehow connected to each other? Nothing about the barrier, though. Are there any other clues?
We should investigate further.
Okay. Let us do a weird vision color test for us. Also, this is a real weird out-of-pocket thing to say. Would you guys judge me if I walked up on the stream with suspenders? I seem like that. I don't know why, but I feel like, especially with like a fitted shirt, suspenders look fucking clean sometimes. But maybe it's all in my head. I'm not talking about like Weird Al suspenders. I'm talking like fucking Canadian lumberjack suspender type thing. Anyways, deep cut. I'll move on. Where is the link the Fluff just sent me? There it is. View site. Is it giving any weird information? Take test. Are you wearing any glasses? No. We should be red.
McFlufferkin said no judgment from me. Wear what you like.
Thank you, Fluff. It could not work also. Let's see. Testing things. F11, I think is F. Okay. Good. Let's see. Start test. It's a 4. It's a 1. It's a 7. It's a 5. It's a 3. It's an 8. It's a 9. It's an 8. It's a 9. It's a 9 again. It's a 1. It's an 8. It's a 6. Or a 5. Could be I think it's a 6. What's more? Oh, sorry, that's my bad. No, I think it's a 5. Was that? That one got me. That one's a 6 too. Oh, this is maybe those are a 3. Now it's starting to get me, dude. I might be colorblind. 7, I think. 6, 9, 1, 6. Oh no! Oh no! Am I fucking colorblind? Oh my god! What did it say? See your colorblind test results and get 20% off the first. What? No thanks. Your color vision, normal color vision. Yeah, that got me at that one thing. What the fuck was that one? That was 5? That one got me there. That was tough. Yeah, I got normal vision.
said, I suggest retaking. They do get harder to see, but if you were colorblind, you wouldn't be able to see a difference.
Okay, yeah, because I was about to say that last one was tough. Let's see, try it again. 3, 7, 6, 7, 3, 4, 3, 6, 1, 8, 1, 5, 3, 9, 4, 6, 7. No, thank you. You got normal vision. Let me see. Congrats, you millions of shades. 1 in 12 men and 1 in 200 women with colorblindness. I can't see how many I got right or wrong. That's a little corny. Up to 10%. Yeah, I don't know if I got, I don't know how many I got wrong. Did I get any wrong or am I fine? I don't know. Regardless, I think it was fine. I think we got fine vision. My vision works. Maybe not great, but it works. Let me do that. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll be right back. I gotta use the washroom. Ooh. Oh, I suggest we're taking it. You're normal. It's all good. No need to worry about it. No, I know, but what do you call it? I want to see if I can improve. Like, I want to see where's the area of weakness. Like, 'cause sometimes they show you that, like, you're not very good at seeing purple or something. Or not purple, but, like, blue. I don't think you actually can see purple normally. Like, not like other animals can see purple. Anyways, I'll be right back.
McFlufferkins said you got them all right. As they state, color blindness is significantly more common in men. Fact is, if you couldn't see a number at all, it'd be a sign.
Ooh. So, how's the day going? Going pretty good, Lone. I hope everyone's having a good-ass time today. Not too stressful. It's only a Saturday. Guys should be taking it easy. Although I know people are like, oh no, it's getting closer. We're going to have to go back to hell in a couple days here. Do we get everything? Yes. Oh, this is the new... Oh, this is where we fight the new thing. How hard are they going to be? A veil of mist shrouds the atrium, radiating an aura of resistance. This must be... Okay. It's completely sealed. Small world. We mourn the martyrdom of the Blessed Maiden. Is this some kind of hint?
Lone Syndicate said, P.S. just ate my spaghetti and it was delicious.
Ooh! Sounds good.
Singing is our only option for clearing that barrier.
Pop off.
But which song?
Come on, Zenny. We know it's Phoebe, whoever it is.
The stela we saw mentioned the Sentinel, and we're in the ruins of the seminary.
I'll drink my coffee first.
Meaning it should be a chorale. There is also the inscription in front of the barrier. We mourn the martyrdom of the Blessed Maiden. Any chorales you know ring a bell, Phoebe?
The martyrdom of the Blessed Maiden.
Have you guys ever had a truffle?
This be the aria of the Blessed Maiden? It's a chorale rarely used these days. I doubt most priests even know
I
of
keep
it.
taking you out of the story. I apologize, but I've never had truffle in my entire life. My grandma got me like a cup, like a Cat in the Hat cup, because it was nice, I guess. I don't know. But I collect cups also, so I guess she was just like, yeah. And it came with a bunch of little truffle things. Actually, pretty damn good. I've never had a truffle before. It's just like, it looks like just like a powdered chocolate thing. Have I ever had what? It's a truffle. It just looks like a little tiny donut thing. See? It's like a little curd. Like a little chocolate curd.
The Blessed Maiden. We met a playwright named Cristoforo earlier. He shared some stories about her. Phoebe, if you know this chorale, why not give it a try? It might just
Never
clear
had
the
one.
barrier.
Damn, Mo.
Me?
Here we go. Watch her transition effortlessly to a Japanese voiceover. It's always really weird in anime when you're listening to like a dialect of normal like thing whenever you have set.
Okay then.
So then it's a transition.
Suppose it's our best option at the moment. I'll give it a try.
Pop off, Phoebe. Phoebe? You guys told me how to say it and I forgot. Oh, Assassin's Creed, I miss you. The old one. Oh. Or Halo. This generation was peak, man. Halo, Assassin's Creed. We had it so good. All right, I'm back with checking some videos on how to get the Nightmare Echoes. Yeah, you got any ever news from me at Raid? How do we get the Nightmare Echoes? Is it a world level thing?
G-Red said, heyo.
What's good, Red? Are you ready to fight a giant fucking witch thing? A water witch creature? Oh, you strike on my coffee and it's hitting. It's going through my chest. Oh, are we in the spatial realm? I want to mess with what's her name. No, it's not the same thing. All right. How hard? It's loud. Pop this. Enhancer recharge this. Pop off with this. She's doing too much. Dodged. And one of these. This. We're going to die probably by the time she gets that off. Chill.
Did you get the chorale wrong?
I'm sure I sang the aria of the Blessed Maiden.
Not good.
Chill
She
out.
doesn't seem too pleased with that one.
Let me just build up some stacks, and we're gonna pop.
Vitality?
Pop! There it is. It's like a little bit of damage, Pow! Sorry. Ow. How'd you still go on the red? You missed our modding conversation, man. We could have used you there, but I'm happy you're having a good day and you're here now. Ooh, she's pretty. If echoes like that exist,
That flower looks like the petals we found in Whisperwind Haven.
we're dealing.
Lone Syndicate said, brew, everything seen looks like a damn wallpaper.
It does. I'm about to say it does look. Again, they're cooking too much. I was gonna say though, if this world is kind of like a Pokemon vibe where these things, you know, yeah, you know what I'm trying to say. I feel like what was happening behind the scenes in Renacida. Let me tell you, absolute. Maybe this is why they need Daddy Jesus here, is because they're so open to the whole weird Pokemon adjacent creatures discords that it's just getting wild.
It's the Fraxidus. I've dealt with them before, and I've seen a flower just like this.
G-Red said, well, woke up, watched a movie, then played some Neo 2 with a friend. Now I'm here.
Oh, Neo 2? Hell yeah, nice. What movie you watching?
How long have I been in slumber? This nightmare. How long was I trapped in
I
it?
reaffirm what I said. I reaffirm what I said tenfold, actually. In fact, she gives me old hunt. What is that damn witch? Renia? That. Renana? I don't know. I'm fucking terrible names.
Are you also part of the dream?
No, we are not. Might you be Lorelei?
I am. Travelers from afar, I sense the kindness pulsing in your hearts. You must be the ones who broke the chains of my nightmare. The Oathbreakers, hiding
I was gonna break some else. I was gonna say, anyways, what
they
did you say?
tainted the Nimbus Sanctum with corrupted blooms, drowning me in rage and sorrow.
Are you telling?
Endless nightmares became my prison.
Are you telling me there's a flower that's just completely kicked your ass? Must be like speed or something. Looks like the dreamless Poe, yeah, for sure. It also looks like Shorekeep a little bit.
Masks of Madness. I recall those people at the entrance of the atrium mentioned it.
Had you not freed me from my nightmare,
Oh!
I would never be able to fulfill the Sentinel's task. The tides of the Nimbus Sanctum would have engulfed the whole of Raguna, just as they once claimed the sacred temple, now lying in ruins beneath you.
Does anybody else have the spirit of Donkey from Shrek in them when you're seeing that, man? Anybody? Does anyone get that reference, actually?
Wait. The Sentinel. Does that mean...
Yes. The Sentinel molded me from a mindless being into the form you see, and bestowed upon me the most precious gift. A soul.
G-Red said The Secret, Dare to Dream. Romance movie starring Josh Lucas and Katie Holmes.
Oh, I think I heard it.
Also
yeah.
Jerry O'Connell from Sliders.
I think I've heard it. I think I've heard about something like that. The Secret? Yeah. Yes. Also, again, the fact that these echoes, same thing in ZZZ, where like the fucking enemies look so much cooler than like what we look like. It's like, damn it.
They commanded me to restrain the clouds and prevent the remnant energy within it from dissipating.
Also, this is how you do a world boss right here.
Can you contact Imperator? I need to meet with the Sentinel.
Unfortunately, it lies beyond my power. The Sentinel's link to the mortal realm is severed. Only through collective
Lone
prayer
Syndicate said Dude
and
Kuro
the
been
right
taking
to the
inspiration
height of the
from
carnival.
Soft Like. Look at this.
Only
For
then
sure.
can mortals briefly commune with them.
It very much feels like a what is it called? A reference to the Elden Ring, the underneath that city type thing.
Right. You mean the Carnival?
No, that's impossible. The current Primus, Fenrico the Enlightened One, was given a direct oracle from the Sentinel. The Sentinel has always been with the people.
Every time I see her, I have that same image of that guy from Game of Thrones saying, "Big woman, big woman."
I'm afraid the Sentinel's current state transcends mortal understanding. Your Primus is no exception.
What are they doing? What are they doing? Okay, relax.
Should doubt linger in your mind, I implore you to await the rite's completion. The Sentinel will surely answer the people's call, not your so-called Enlightened One.
She makes Zani look like a baby. Okay.
One last thing. Those Oathbreakers wearing masks of madness you mentioned. Do you know who they are?
All that I know is that they are not from Renacita. In the whispers between dreams, I heard them speak of their leader, a woman they called the Conductor.
Actually, I might get that character because she sounds like she controls
Conductor.
discords, which would be pretty cool for a summoner type.
It is time I return to my slumber. Their wicked acts have scarred the Sea of Clouds, and I must mend it within my dreams.
Oh my god, she looks great. She looks so cool. Golly. Anyways, I was gonna say, I don't think there's hope for her being a playable character. She does look very similar to the character we see in the cutscenes. It doesn't seem like they're leading on that, but it would be very cool if she did have like human form, have the same thing, elf ears, crazy badass hood like that, crazy jiggle physics, all that.
The song shall guide you out of this domain. Farewell, visitors.
Bye, you were great. Like great. Like Jesus, that's fucking a really cool designed character. Looks like I never got the mermaid thing. I get the mermaid thing.
This job's
Lone
taken.
Syndicate said
Seeing
YouTube
the
chill she not
legendary
naked.
Lorelei
She
up
ain't.
close
She's a fish.
almost makes it worth
Probably.
the trouble.
Bolty said Lorelei noted on my to-do list now.
Noted. Phoebe's going through it. You're telling me. You're telling me.
Are you all right, Phoebe?
A guy who says I'm the arbiter of what is good and bad is a bad guy? What? What are you talking about? I'm sorry. It's one of the most toxic things. Oh man, it's like being like, you're telling me a politician, a person who goes out of their way to like move needles and make 90% of money not doing governance, but instead just from other people, is a bad guy? What do you mean? You're lying.
Huh? I'm fine. I'm just processing Lorelei's words. Forgive me. I need a moment to reflect.
In any case, we managed to stop their plot in time and found the missing Vitrium dancer.
Speaking of that Vitrium dancer, what brought it here? Lorelei's song? Or maybe the Sentinel's guidance? But those wearing the masks of madness, the Fraxidus, right? I'm curious about their role in all this. I think they supplied Gilberto with the flowers that turn echoes into tacit discords.
Their actions remind me of something. Yeah, no kidding. I mean, maybe it was, again, they're trying to make this so that you don't have to play the previous content, I think, to enjoy the story, I think. So it's either that or you can get access to this location without doing... So maybe you still need to do the story. I don't know, but... They haven't really had anything where they anchor it to other events that have happened prior, so... Yeah.
What's our next move, Rover?
We need more support. A pirate
You're right.
boy.
Those snakes
Man.
lurked in the shadows, using Gilberto as their fall guy. We can't expose them just by ourselves. Oh, another thing. Since the Fraxidus is conspiring with the Phassalias, that makes them an enemy of the Montelli family. There happens to be an auction at Averardo Vault today. The top members of the family will be there. We should tip off the family about the Fraxidus scheme. The Montellis can't afford to ignore this threat.
Agreed.
What about you, Phoebe?
I'm gonna throw up.
I intend to return to the Order
Bolty
first.
said is Zani playable?
While
Yes,
I believe
just not yet.
Lorelei is truthful,
But she's confirmed to be
I can't
playable.
imagine the Primus would deceive our people. He is, after all, the Enlightened One.
People are speculating. It's gonna be Phoebe. No, the gun girl, and then the girl in the briefcase, and then it's going to be Brent with the pirate guy, and then it's going to be her, the other witch, and then after both those people, then she's going to be at the end of that cycle, I guess, which makes sense.
According to Lorelei, the Sentinel will deliver an oracle during the Carnival. That's when the truth will come to light.
Speaking of which, are all Primuses called the Enlightened One?
No. Only Lord Fenrico has ever directly communicated with the Sentinel. Previous Primuses were merely indirect representatives, not the Enlightened One. Silence and composure
Raid.
are gifts from the great Imperator. I'll keep today's events between us, locked away in my heart.
Then I believe this is where we part ways.
The Codex reminds us, It is not the lighthouse that guides us through the storm to safety, but our own eyes fixed on the shore.
Pretty.
I'd like to offer these words to you. May your eyes always shine bright with clarity.
It is usually like the whole premise of religion. Whenever you start getting up to the hierarchy of shit, not great. Whenever you get to like a priest or a nun who is actually like just a very sweet and wholesome person, or even just a person who believes like a belief structure, those tend to be the sweetest people. But so when you get up to people who are trying to like weaponize it for power and shit, it's where you start to get to nasty people. But she is a great example of that, I think. Unless she's gonna backstab us and fuck our whole life up, who knows? But Spider-Man, go!
The lovely smell.
This.
Loading.
Also do some of this.
Engrave. Frozen blockade.
And pow! And melee.
It's the same echo boat we were on earlier. Was it also attracted by Lorelei singing?
But what do you call it? Raid, if you're still here, buddy,
Noah.
could you explain further what you mean?
Noah. Well, I can't understand what it's saying, but it's perfect timing. We can have it take us to Averardo Vault.
Ooh, 20 gems just in one little chest. Hell yeah. But yeah, what do you call it, Raid? You said, Raid says above here, says, yeah, there's a side quest that you get from the White Cat that unlocks most of them, and the rest are unlocked via doing dreaming patrols around this in the map. For those of you guys who don't know what we're talking about with Raid, there's a new set for your characters that is called a Nightmare set.
Would you like
so it's basically a harder version of the 4-star characters.
The two of us?
So characters, all of your 4-star icons, these kind of people all have variants now that look a certain way. So there's the one, I think, for the Inferno Rider. There's one that's better for Camilla because this only increases your Havoc damage and actually does nothing. There's one that's better for Camilla, but I would like to start farming that. That's why I'm kind of asking Raid what the heck I ought to do. There is a bot over on YouTube. Purge that man. Ban user. There we go. But yes, I'm trying to figure out where to do, like what to do that, because we're coming close to the end of the week, and I'll lose out on my boss farm drop rates, which is kind of odd to say, but yes. Over the water. Yeah, I might not do this just yet. There's sound waves though. Yeah, I wonder, Raid, is it in... Yeah, I'm curious. Is it a quest that's like an event? I also have this, which I have not like activated yet. Tales of that. Well, usually we get one for like this very clearly like the White Cat or something. There is that. Oh, also I can't. Don't let me forget this. I have to do this. I'll probably do that on my time, but I hope I don't forget. But yeah, I wonder if you just find like a quest in your quest chain, like your actual thing, because I don't want to forget that. It's pretty huge. Where is my quest chain stuff? Databank? No. Guild book? No. Where the heck is your quest located? Gallery, backpack, utility. There it is. Why is it all the way over here? There's that. There's tutorial stuff. Dreaming patrol. Is that it? Talk to the strange white cat. That sounds like it. It sounds like what it would be. You should have the side quest from the cat you get as soon as you enter the city. Yeah. So that may be right there. Okay. Yeah. Hopefully that didn't break the game. Perfect. All right, we'll grind that out and get after it because I would like to do that. And then we'll burn some of our resin, and then we will. We still got plenty of time to stream, so we're pretty okay. But why is it not marking that as the ting? Patrol track. Yes. There. This way. Do 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 do. Hello. Hello. Meow. You're a cat. I am not a mere cat. Yeah, I know you. What are you talking about? Yeah, we've done so many stuff together. Yes. Yep. Locked in. Absorbing all of it. Yep. This is what Xanless doesn't have in the game, which is really nice. You can just be like, I don't want it. I don't want any of it. Whatever happens, happens. Thank you. All right, perfect. Where do I go for the nightmare equivalent raid? This is where I screwed my whole self up because I'm like skip, and then I yeah, and then we end up in hell. Can I just talk to him? Or do I just go fight the Inferno Rider? What do I do, Raid? Right. The only one that can save me from my ignorance. Do I... Is it just this? Or is it a special spot?
Bolty said, by the way, the solo leveling second season started and my Manhwa P progress is also getting further. I am at a point where shit's about to go down farther now.
Yeah, what do you call it? But for real right now, I was about to say, what do you call it, Bolty? Are you rereading, not rereading, sorry. Are you doing, also, I didn't grab all this. Look at all this. Free gems, I think. Why? No, how do I square this? That, nice. Ooh, we got more flight speed. Oh, that's really cool. That's a nice incentive to actually make it so that you want to like search around the areas and scan everything. Sweet. There's, oh, when you get little pictures. No, it's in Renacita. Okay, so it's somewhere in this place. Gotcha. But I was gonna say, yeah, if you're doing that one thing. Oh, I see. So now we have nightmares. So let's just go here, fuck shit up. Gotcha. Let's see how easily we can fight the Tings. That's Animo. Where are you? There's one that's for Havoc. There it is. Is that it? No, it's Thunder. It's Electric. Where is the Havoc guy? There's one particularly for Havoc. There's that one, which is Electro. We should be able to see it even if we can't get access to it. Animo, Fire, Inferno Rider. Is it you? No, you're Light. Do we not have access to the Havoc equivalent yet? I think that's right. I think we have one that's... That one's the Thunder person. That's the Anima one. Huh. I could have sworn there was one for... Yeah, for Animo. That one's Light. That one's Fire. I don't think this one's for anything special. Huh. Well, let's, what's the closest thing that could be a benefit? I guess the Inferno Rider we could fuck with, I guess. Track. And then we will go near here, I suppose.
Bolty said normally, the bird is Havoc.
Yeah, but I just don't know if... I thought the bird was like... I thought that like... there are like various Havoc things that you can buy for this. If you go to Havoc, go to 4-star. Havoc things, it's usually... I don't think I have it available, really. 4. Here we go. I have a lot of her because I farm... It's this guy. It's like an equivalent of him, I think. But I don't know where he is. Yeah, I thought that was like one of... Maybe it just hasn't launched yet? I thought that was definitely one of them that was available. Unless not all of them are on Renacita. Doubtful. And maybe it's... I think this one's Light. But none of them look like him, so maybe I'm crazy. But I thought that I was watching a video of a person explain all of the Nightmare ones, and there was one for Carlotta, essentially, that I was like, oh, but maybe they're waiting for something to launch first for Carlotta. And we can clearly see into like the void gap, so it's not like it's not possible. But yeah, I guess we could also go for this one just to see. Maybe you guys are right. But I know there was a Havoc one, but it wasn't our Havoc one. It wasn't made for her.
Wind against my vines.
Fuck that up. We'll go.
The lovely smell of all my prey.
Damn it. This. Go. Ooh, we can touch that, though. Excuse me. Cool looking Discord person. Pass the Discord. This. Touch. Crownless. Yeah, that's what it was. I thought there was a crownless equivalent of a Nightmare mode, but I don't know. It's unfortunate because I'm pretty sure there was that. But no dice. They weren't too bad for me, so they should be easy for... Yeah, maybe. But I'm also on a higher world tier, so it could get a little crazy. It could get a little crazy. What it could also be is that there's like nightmare equivalent, and then the other creatures are not nightmare equivalent per se, but they're like on a level that is still nightmare equivalent, you know? Like maybe this guy is considered to be a kind of a nightmare equivalent echo, who knows? Same thing with that dragon that we fought last time. That would make some sense to me, that those echoes have their own kind of issue, but yeah. I guess we're here. We might as well fight that thing instead. Oh, we are. We're in the same thing. Nice. We should need to get some distance. Climb up this. No, okay. Meant to do that.
The lovely smell.
Oh,
of
yeah, it's so weird. My brain wants to do the opposite. Why? It's because of enemies or anything? Can I fly when there's enemies? There we go. And fly up and push up. There we go. So what's that? It's the cage. Die bomb! Ooh, hello. This.
In
Alright, let's
war
see.
with time.
Pop up with this, activate this,
Loading.
uncrypt this, pop up. That help bar ain't moving very fast. But this thing always still spends so much time in the air, so it's a little funky.
Stay behind me, like frigid depths.
As long as I can make all these detonate, I can get to my thing fast. This,
A change of perception.
this.
Don't run. Keep the dance going.
Dodge. He's almost dead. Oh wow, this is not actually that bad at all.
It's getting fun.
I thought it'd be much worse. And die.
Vitality. Sour.
Oh yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad. In fact, I was expecting much worse. Hey, boom. Absorb. I wonder if it's easier to farm these things than normal. Dude, that looks so sick. Let me see. We do got one. Is that my first nightmare? Yeah, it's my first nightmare equivalent. Because we have stuff like this, which I wonder... Yeah, it does fusion damage. Anyways, let me try to equip that. I see. So that's what they want. Collapse my nightmare. Also, that would just make my Carlotta even better, who's already pretty cooked. Granted, again, we gotta get a very good version of that one skill, which is tough.
Between the two of us.
What are we doing? This. I guess we wouldn't really want to do that. We just want to take off. Yeah, none. Where would that be? Oh God, where are you in this mess? There. So what do you do? Transform into a nightmare impermanence Horan, and deliver up to 10 consecutive strikes surrounding enemies, each dealing 40% havoc damage. The resonator with this echo equipped in their main slot gain 12 havoc bone. Yeah, see, this is nice. So you just have to have this equipped, and you're getting a baseline increase of 12 havoc damage, as well as your heavy attack damage, which is not great for Carlotta. Camellia. So that's not the one we're looking for. There's another havoc one out there. We can just go burn out, like fight all of them real quick. Especially considering that wasn't very difficult. I thought it'd be much harder. But yeah, that's kind of nice. Also, there is another thing here. Another boss, possibly? Yeah, it sucks I can't get the Crownless, man. The Crownless is the one that I was... I gotta look into that. I wonder if they just haven't added it yet, and they're planning on adding it within future expansions, because I think they did. So that's the other thing. Is there's going to be a character that people are really hyped for that's also going to be... Like, the question is basically who's going to be alongside Zani. So if it's going to be Pirate Boy and then Phoebe, whatever the fucking church lady is.
Wind against
if it's going to be both them, then who's going to be like alongside Zani if that's the case? So people are speculating. Okay, well it's going to be Zani, but then who is the next? Maybe
smell of all my prey.
What's her name? It's either could be like the girl who we're hunting, who is the flower girl, which I don't think people are. I think people are less confident about that. I think it's higher likelihood. Is there a thing I can touch base here real quick? But yeah, sorry. The TLDR is that there could be something else. Like people are speculating it might be that Animo wind user. Before I fight you, my dude, I just want to touch some checkpoint thing. Zoom in here. Nothing? Oh wow, there's nothing. Okay. Oh, hello, Inferno Rider. This is awkward. Why are we doing it here?
Modulation.
We're fighting on the stairway.
Stay calm.
Attack. Dodge. Attack. This. Get hit by this, please. Don't run away.
Lotus pervade.
We're good. That'll get our ult back. And then this, and this.
Reborn from
and then this.
ancient roots. Let's have fun.
And then one of these.
Feed my
That should take him off his bike. Maybe not. Not enough damage. Oh wow, he's almost already dead. I haven't even activated my like chain. I'm not even going to.
It's getting fun.
I'm not even going to. How dare you? That's a very... Yeah. Showing too much. Anyways, we got a nightmare equivalent of the Inferno Rider. Hells to the air. Let's actually pause and get this thing so we don't have to come back here. Also, the speed in which you can traverse is so nice, especially with how big this area is. Some people get their jollies off with the whole traversal thing.
The
Not
lovely
sure if I'm one of
smell
those
of
people.
all my prey.
Come on! Yeah, you may not be able to fly when there's enemies nearby. That's real corny. Real dumb. Yeah, it looks like that's the case. That's really shitty. Because it's like not like you can't just teleport away from them, so it's kind of a weird deep cut. You know what I mean? Why? And beautiful. Too damn pretty. Dude, every goddamn place looks great. It's also nighttime. What is that? It's like a fucking sound ghost. I don't know. Whew. Touch this. Activation. Heal. We still haven't burned our resin, dude. Golly. It's almost 6 p.m. We can skip this. We've seen it. It's nice. It looks nice. Alright, next nightmare. Where's the next one? We got this one. We got that one. Why doesn't it say we killed this thing? We definitely killed that. We got this guy we can kill. And we also have a teleportation point right there. Nice. So how close did it spawn us to it? There it is. Jump. Yep. Dive bomb. Our rotation gets a little... Ooh, you hit me immediately.
Iron graft you knew.
Pop this, do this, this. Quickly.
Okay. Perish. Stay behind me. Shackles be gone. A change of perception. Ashen shell.
Parried. 2 hits, and this should be death.
So
I hate that it doesn't show me the damage number, because even though you kill him in one shot, I still would like to see what it looks like, you know? Give me this. Nightmare equivalent acquired. They look all cool and like digitized too, like they're all extra corrupted. Pretty neat. That. We did that one, Inferno Rider. This is the only one that we have not purged. This. I feel like I'm missing one. We're missing a lot. I thought there was many more. Oh, this guy. This guy's the only one we haven't gotten yet. Is there anywhere near you? No. Is you're the closest? There's so many areas I want to explore, dude. Every time we're in the thing. Jump. Yes. Maybe that's not it. Maybe it's just that you're too far off the ground. This. Nice. I definitely feel like there was a lot of Elden Ring inspiration from this DLC, because just this and stuff like that always reminds me of some good old Elden Ring, and we don't want to kill our stamina too much. Just enjoy the ride now. Ooh, also, maybe we won't be able to, yeah. We don't want to end up in the fog, though, or the water, I should say. Although apparently we do have a summonable boat, I think. I don't think we need to, like, actually get there to be fine.
Wind against my vines.
Up we go. Yeah, man. I think I'm definitely going to start grinding this on my time a little bit, because it does... I wouldn't mind this existing.
Smell of
I mean, not having to be like, we have to do all these things. This.
Astral modulation.
This. I definitely want to get one for her that replaces her energy recharge, like thumper set, because it's not ideal. But, this. Switch to this.
Stay behind me. Lotus pervade.
And that should be maxed out thing. We do this. Transition off. And this.
Feed my blossoms, self-deceivers.
And we just attack. Ooh, you kicking my ass a little bit with that hit. I always fuck up the main hit, yeah. Yeah, it definitely doesn't feel... I thought the Nightmare ones would be really, like, heady. Like, yeah, they definitely don't even have that much health. But I guess it's the devs probably trying to be cool about it and be like, everyone can have access to this. We only don't have the one, which is over here. Luckily, we're near that place. It sucks that some of them don't actually have. That was the only thing that I do wish they would have added. I hate that we haven't seen it yet in the game. Is that there isn't jump? Damn it!
Wind against my vines.
Sorry, the only thing I haven't seen in the game that I really wish they would add is they just let me respawn bosses. It's absolutely infuriating that I'm just
the
stuck.
Lovely smell of
stuck,
all
not
my
able to
prey.
actually attack.
Loading.
Iron
graft, you knew.
But yeah, the TLDRs, I just wish it was better about when it comes to bosses. Like the fact that I have to still wait a couple seconds for them to spawn in is dumb. Hella dumb.
Stay behind me, like frigid depths.
Volty said, hypothetical question, Grin. Which Pokemon would you like to own IRL?
I don't know, man. I don't know enough about Pokemon. I wish I could say I know more about Digimon, but I also don't know enough about that. Yeah, the one that can change into anything, probably. Because it just seems like you could have most of them with that, you know? It's also, there's a meme about it, which that one, I'm not quite into that aspect of it, but the idea that, like, why would I choose one when I could theoretically have them? Maybe, like, there's a nerf on it where, like, he only can tap into some of the power range, but I'm not fighting people with this Pokemon. It would just be cool, like, if you needed to move your fucking couch or some shit, you could, like, summon the rock version of him. And it doesn't work on, like, a capacity where you just show an image of him, like an image of the guy, and he's like, I can transform into that, or does he need to physically see or touch that thing to then be able to inhabit it? I don't know. Also, what is this? Where are we at? Oh, we got another dream portal.
Gnawing Fetus said, so Grin, you'd like a Ditto?
Is a Ditto, is that what it is called? I don't know the Pokemon names. If it's the one that can change into shit. I thought was it a Ditto? It's tough, man. If I were to really like say like if we were my favorite Pokemon of all time, it's stupid. It shouldn't be. I just like it, and it's just awful. But it's the bomb. It's the little circular, looks like a Pokeball essentially. But it's awful. But I just think it's cool. It's explosive. It's like it hovers around you like these little orbs. Yeah. I did things. I killed them all. Do you think that special TD is similar to some of your memories? To the same of your fragmented in summer? There are some resemblances. Yes. Yes. What about you guys? If you could have one Pokemon, what would it be?
G-Red said Voltorb.
No. Please, no.
Volty said I would be the trainer with all of the evolutions for no particular reason.
Voltorb is not. Maybe is Voltorb the one?
McFlufferkin said Voltorb and Electrode are pretty neat, despite their simplicity.
I thought Red was making a joke and saying like that one fucking weird mermaid blue thing that's like a copy pasta. I thought it was that for a minute there, but I shows how much I know about Pokemon. Nothing. What kind of images? This is this. Do we unlock new ones? Ride the thing? Did he unlock more for us to fight? He did not. Bastard. Damned bastard. I wonder what's over here. I guess the other ones aren't here yet. Shame. What a damn shame. They're not even over like here? There has to be some. I feel like it's also something that I could like look up.
McFlufferkin said I'd want Joltik, my favorite electric type and Pokemon in general. Tiny, fuzzy electric, bug type.
Out of all of the starter Pokemon, what should you guys choose? There's only one right answer, but it is a sacrifice. What are we doing? We are... Grass thing, Charizard, water thing. Squirtle. There we go. I don't remember what the grass one's called. What am I doing? We are...
G-Red said Charmander.
You pick Charmander? Solid pick. But I don't think it's the right pick. I say the right pick because based off of the story of the Pokemon series that I watched when I was a kid, there was only one real option that was like super supportive, kind,
Volty
sweet,
said
helpful.
Gen 1 Def Charmander or Pikachu if we count yellow.
No Pikachu. Pikachu's not on the table. No Pikachu. Is this one? What is this? This is the new. Oh, it's a new body one. Oh, it's a new enemy type. Gotcha. I'm surprised they don't show like the nightmare equivalent. They have to. They have to. Son of a bitch. Where is... Maybe it's not here yet. Maybe that's just a thing. It's the nightmare equivalent aren't here yet. Damn it. Sons of bitches. Yeah, see, these ones aren't shown. Ugh.
McFluffican said I choose water type in most games apart from general. 3 I think, where I opted for Turtwig over Mudkip.
Okay. Yeah, why isn't this one shown? I think this is it. You son of a bitch. Why is that not there? Why, we just hunted them, and now it's son of a... God damn it. Okay, we got Charmander up in here. We got Gen 1. We got Bulbasaur, Evisor, no, I have Squirtle, what was it? Wartortle? Blastoise. Okay. All I know is there's a water one, there's a fire one, and then there's a grass one. And to me, at least in the animated series, there was always an underdog who was the best, the most useful, and the most consistent. And he's the one I couldn't fucking remember. He's the grass type. The grass type with little vines and shit was so fucking good. You know, as much as I love Charizard, as much as the next guy, he is like the edgelord pick for. By edgelord, I mean like he's like the coolest. He's the coolest in general. But I think that one rope motherfucker, the vine guy, does not get enough love. He is out here doing his damn best, the most useful possible, tying up Team Rocket and shit. Crazy. Charizard is like best I can do is a splash of damage, and they always seem like he's underused. Also, whatever that. Is the evolution of, like, Squirtle, that fucking giant, like water snake / dragon creature that becomes that? Worst description I could possibly give you, but still. Oh, that's why. We may not be able to get to the city yet. Because it's under some sort of curse. I should probably have waited to... Yeah, let's drop down. And punch. Blastoise Wartortle. Yeah, no, yeah, okay, so maybe that's not right. Yeah. I will say, I don't think he turns into a very cool thing. I think my little, what do you call it, grass guy does not turn into a powerhouse.
Wind
Lone Syndicate said no, that's a Gyarados Grin, the evolution of Magikarp.
Oh, okay. Wow, really? Fish turns into a dragon. Very neat.
G-Red said we differ then. Bulbasaur is among my least liked.
I'm not talking about Bulbasaur. I'm talking about, is Bulbasaur the vine? Oh, no. Son of a bitch. You lost your way in the heavy storm. Ass. Oh, maybe not. Maybe it's a quest. Maybe it is a quest. Touch it. It has been touched. Somewhere has seemed to be activated. Okay. Complete the challenges. Will that let me inside? Say less. The pattern on the ground indicates the one of the near... Oh, God, kill me. Look at the work of this order...
Gnawing Fetus said Bulbasaur is the grass type, with vines and a flower on his back.
Squirtle.
Well, Bulb, but
I
same
see.
diff.
I love Bulbasaur.
G-Red said grass in general for all gens, honestly, I never rolled with.
Yeah, no, I know. That's why I say, like, I think, whenever I say, like, there's only one choice, it's usually because it's the underdog. It's usually because most people don't like the choice. And there is clearly a mainline choice that people love, like, fucking, what's his name? Fire Guy. Which I love, but I did again, whenever I look, as a grown adult, when I look back at the TV series, I'm like, man, fucking, what do you call it? Bulbasaur was awesome. Bulbasaur was like the second Pikachu as far as like him being helpful and being nice. Each of the three altars is connected to the disciple seal around the stand altar.
Bolty said, I am glad no one said Lopunny earlier.
I don't know what that is.
Lone Syndicate said ZZZ update, currently doing the tower defense event. Also, Grin, don't forget the quiz event is ending
Yeah, I
soon.
beat all that. I beat the quiz. I did say I had like multiple things, like more things to do there, but I got all the gems from like the initial quest thing that when you hit like square on the event, it like pulls up a bunch of quests that you need to do in order to get the primo gems. I did all that, so it's nice. The quests actually were not, like the questionnaires were not bad at all. I thought it'd be like mega like super ZZZ like deep cut stuff, but it wasn't. Okay. When only the player is within the altar range, the steel charges most effectively. When there's Tacit Discord at range. Gotcha. It's just a kill enemies in the area type thing. Got it. Let's play this game.
In war with time.
Pop out with this. Some of this, some of this. We attack until we get our intro charge. Dodge, disgust me. This. Hold charge, transition to this.
Stay behind me. Shackles be gone.
When I fuck up this rotation, it should. It's so simple that I hate myself that I fucked up. You know what I mean? One of these. There it is. I'm waiting to pop. Rip and spawn in. So I'm not wasting my stuff. And just like this, everybody dies. Oh, we didn't crit with that. 207k. We have a 70% critical rate. When it doesn't crit, it's insane. Get back in zero. This is where range character would be nice. You could stay in here. Also, she definitely flip to this.
Struggle harder.
Pop with that.
Entertain me.
Recycle to you.
Leave it to me.
Pop with this.
Astral modulation. Loading. Huh?
And some of this. And some of this.
Stay behind me. Lotus pervade. A change of.
Now we should be ready to rip. Come on, summon. Let's say spawn the fuck in. Oh, that's bullshit. You just stopped me? What happened there? Hurry up and die. Oh my god, we're only at 38%. Jesus. She getting tied up, as she does.
Iron graft you knew.
This.
Loading.
Attack. So that we're not getting echoes from this. It's kind of a little shitty.
Diminish.
Stay behind me.
So I love the heated conversation about Pokemon in the chat right now. It's very sweet.
A change of perception.
From ancient roots. Don't run. Keep the dance going.
Wow, we just hit for 120k. That's crazy. That's a good bit. 100k. Come on, keep spawning in. You're worth it. Pop.
Suffer.
Almost 4k. Not too bad.
In war
I think
with
Eevee's
time.
lore is all is lore at some point. You look into
Loading.
Eevee's lore at some point. Yeah. That's man. People go hard in the paint with Pokemon lore. Again, people like had certain childhoods that I just did not have when it comes to like that.
Stay behind me, like frigid depths.
I found this channel that like covers like old like Cartoon Network content that you forgot about. And it was a weird blast from the past. It was like I don't even know what it was called, but it was basically like dude, I don't even know. I can't even describe how like the craziness of like Cartoon Network TV
G-Red
shows.
said I wish there would be a Palward anime.
Well, that'd be fun. Yeah. I watched that.
Vitality.
I mean, I couldn't reach you. It's okay. We're dropping 16k on a basic attack. What was I gonna say? Some other thing. Oh, we only got one. Wow. Well, we did get all these things. Give me this.
Well, please don't disappoint me.
Is there like a checkpoint that I can go over there, buddy? Oh my god, it's all the way over there. Let me touch this. Let me touch this. You take me to that next place, I bet. Oh, I could have got that thing. God damn it. Well, anyways, this. All right, we need to burn some resin and wind down, but we still got time. Let's drop our things into. Where are you? Not this. Not this. Where's the one event that I dropped all my stuff into? I think it was this. Yeah. Yeah, did anyone watch the secret level stuff? I think I've seen a lot of people say that it was really good, but it also just made every episode made you yearn for more. Like it was like, why don't you guys just make full fucking series like this? Like, come on. All of it was trying to be a temptress.
At your disposal. Iron graft you knew.
Vaporon Things was a meme regarding its viability and compatibility with humans, but it basically was visually attractive to the other thing. It sounded like people justifying craziness.
Stay behind me. Frozen blockade.
And again, isn't there one that can just like make itself into anything, like even a person? So it's just a moot point. Like maybe like he gave himself the weird criteria of like, no, it has to be a Pokemon. No, you don't get it. if it's not a weird animal being? What's the point?
G Red said ditto.
This ditto is what it is? Yeah. Wait! Pop. Ooh, almost 500k. Get me over there. Good stuff. Again.
The lovely smell of all my prey.
Honestly, I queue up a lot of our damage amps. It's not necessary, probably. Oh, maybe it is.
Don't run.
At least damage comes out.
Keep the dance going.
We could use some
Leave it
healing.
to
Just a
me.
little bit of healing. You know, be how it is.
Astral modulation.
And Nintendo can fuck off with that bullshit, petty AF shit. Yeah. I mean, man, everything I hear about Nintendo is always awful. It is always very toxic and not good. Not good.
Keep dancing. Keep dancing.
Probably should do single target damage to you. We do need some help when it comes to our queuing up or stuff. We're doing 6K, so that's not terrible, but yeah. And gimme. Just like that, resin was all burnt. Easy breezy. It's also really easy to upkeep this game. Like, even if you don't have that much time every day, just to jump in and do that, it's pretty easy. Pretty easy.
McFlufferkin said the furry and monster Hidata communities will sexualize most of the Pokemon, regardless if they are anthropomorphic at a base design.
No, for sure. I just.
That aside, people often forget most are based off yokai.
Yeah. That's true too. Well, I think it's also just like, I think they've gotten to the point where like they've clearly just been like, we're gonna milk this thing till it dies. So they're like tapping into like a measuring stick being a Pokemon, and you're like, all right, let's relax. Okay, you're doing too much. Also, I probably should have turned down the audio that whole time when we were just like letting it rip like Beyblade crazy. Probably was really loud. But ladies and gentlemen, let's start winding down. That was a good day of streaming. We got a ton of shit in. We talked our ass off. We got ourselves primed for next week. I might download some of the mods you guys suggested to me. But yes, I'll also probably just try to grind Skyrim on my time, because it is going to be quite the grind to get up to the point where we were. Yeah. But yes, they have the money to burn and lawyers. Yeah. Well, that's the thing. I think they do and they don't. So, like, yes, Nintendo has the money to burn on lawyers, but it's nice when you see, like, the Power World devs hopefully not giving in to, like, their weird thing, because what they're after is, like, a precedent. They're not after actual, like to win the legal back and forth. It's a complete coin toss, but if they can build precedent for it, then it gets really consistent for them to be shitty. Which is why it seems to be really nice that, like, it's nice when they go after someone and they fight back and they actually put up, like, they could be a precedent in the other way, you know? Fluff says the Pokemon is an abbreviation of pocket monsters, and those internal leaks that ruined various Pokemon for people were almost all adapted from yokai story. Ooh, so like the one where the person wears like the dead skull of his parents? They retcon that? That was my Discord. What was it? Who just someone Discord messed me? We wind it down, right? What do you call it? Tomorrow, not tomorrow, sorry, Monday, will be our week of streaming, where we're streaming a bunch of Skyrim VR. We might add
Lone
mods.
Syndicate said, wonderful stream, GRINN.
Okay, that was what. Yeah. I'm probably gonna play Wuthering Waves on my time a little bit, but I don't put it past something like if we stream, like, again.
McFlufferkin said I was linking the Forgotten Magic Redone mod and pinged you on the Skyrim modding channel.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. What I was gonna say was the
Raid Nate said, great stream, GRINN, see you tomorrow.
Thanks, Raid, appreciate it, guys. Just to end, I was going to say I'm going to try, when we're streaming next week, just because it's VR and it's kind of hard on the body, there might be a couple days out of that week where we pause and then we play like 1 hour of VR and we transition over to another thing. Something like that would make sense. So I just want to let you guys know that we might do some Marvel Rivals after the stream, or probably some more Withering Waves. Maybe not story. I'm not sure if everyone loves the story as much as I do think it's beautiful. Yeah, I think like a part of my brain is not able to enjoy it because I'm trying to think of like being stupid and playful and like talking about random shit and keeping up the chat in that way, which maybe isn't the best. I imagine people do want to see you like fully immerse yourself in the game and absorb it all. But alas, best I could do released right now. But I hope everyone gets the characters they want for in Wuthering Waves. The Gunner girl, she sounds awesome. I love her character idea and concept. I don't love her gameplay very much. It doesn't hit me and strike a chord with me. And I'll probably be skipping the Briefcase Lady as well. But then I probably will be going a lot into Brant, which I'm already getting. Actually, I don't know how much Primo Gems we've gotten since we started grinding the update, but probably not too many. But ladies and gentlemen, hopefully I can see you all once again on Monday, and we'll have some fun and good old Skyrim VR, but be gentle with me because I gotta get it situated. And also, it's not gonna look as crazy, I don't think, as the previous Mega mod that was like meant to be beautiful. It's meant to be kind of more grounded so that we can kind of build on it, so on and so forth. But alas, ladies and gentlemen, hopefully I can see you once again, and goodbye for now, my friends. Enjoy the rest of your week. Love you, and goodbye. Also, this video on My Pals Madness if you want to see some fun VR speculation, fun news.